What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds welcome Arsenal, well, to the ground of the champions. The guard of honour awaits. The team news is in. I guess some of the big news from today. No Alexis McAllister in the starting 11. He's on the bench, so Curtis Jones starts. And no Federico Chiesa in the matchday squad, as far as we can see. Trent Alexander-Arnold is on the bench. So that's where we're at with the Liverpool team. It is Alisson in goal, Bradley at right back, Robbo at left back, Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk are your centre-backs today. In midfield, it is Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai, and then up front, Mohamed Salah on the right. We believe Luis Diaz through the centre, and Cody Gakpo on the left. So the Arsenal team has just dropped as well. It is Raya, White, Saliba, Kiwior, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli and Trossard. So no Declan Rice. I don't believe he travelled with Arsenal today. So yes, that is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, it being a match day, we are proudly brought to you with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A little reminder that you can get yourself 15% off. That's 15% off. And free shipping with the code Anfield15. Check out the Chairman Pro package face shaving kit, which is one of my personal favourites when I like to pretend that I actually have facial hair enough to justify a razor. So why not treat yourself this summer? Make sure that your own pitch is playable, whether it's upstairs or downstairs, and you can get 15% off and free shipping with the code Anfield15. Right, so where do we start, ladies and gents? Where do we start? So, Trent on the bench. That's going to be interesting. Do we think he gets any minutes? And how do the crowd react if he starts to warm up? Also, no Declan Rice in the perennial runners-up team. Although, they may drop out of those places the way the Champions League races are looking. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment, ladies and gents. Manchester United, as I started recording this, we're 17th in the Premier League. 17th, you heard me right. Of course, they can't get relegated, which is a shame, but that's where they currently occupy. I hope you enjoyed my little couple of moments where I didn't realise my mic wasn't muted before we started the stream. Thankfully, I wasn't singing my usual silly songs or anything, so yeah, good to go, and I hope you've all had a cracking weekend. It's going to be even longer until the Reds' next game, by the way, because we don't play again until Monday week. So 8 days in between today and when we take on Brighton and Hove Albion. So yes, I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and the weather's been gorgeous, isn't it, so far? Still don't know what to put here, said Muckrab for his membership quotes. Broccoli. Well, you can put it there all you want, bro, but there's no more broccoli being eaten by this particular fat man. So there you go. No broccoli. That's been done. Been there, done that. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you may or may not know, but the live shows are selling really well. The ones coming up at the Hot Water Comedy Club. So if you want to come and see us in Liverpool, May 25th, May 28th, get your tickets to either of those dates with the link pinned in the description, I believe, of this stream or the QR code that you will see on screen right there now. Scan that if you want to come along and see us, particularly the celebration party show on the left. That one getting closer and closer to being fully sold. Right, Nessie, how are you? I'm good, thank you, my friend. I'm good. We surely need to score 4 or 5 today and win. Get some more deluded comments from Arteta. Oh, it doesn't matter now. Declan Rice isn't in the team, Nessie, so it doesn't matter what the result is. That's the built-in excuse. So it doesn't matter. If we beat them 1-0, 8-0, 7-6, it won't matter. The excuse will be Declan Rice wasn't even in the team. We weren't taking it seriously. Come on now. I don't know, maybe he's got a niggling strain or something. I don't know why he's in the team, but either way. Craig, why now Maka today? He is on the bench. No, he's on the bench. The Liverpool bench today is Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Maka, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Trent and Kwanzaa. So Maka is on the bench. Penalty for Madrid in that one. There you go, in El Clasico. So look, Madrid aren't going to win that in this season anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, it's going to be real change that from Trent, isn't it? Having to leave a team winning trophies this year to go to a team winning nothing. You know, but it is what it is. So yes, I believe they're expecting about 1 million people in the city of Liverpool. 1 million people for the parade. So if you're going, enjoy, and we want lots of pictures. So do take as many pictures and videos as you can. Feel free to send them on into us and we'll share them on the channel as well. I'm kind of hyped for this game, to be honest with you. I want us to take it seriously. Don't really care after today. You know, the last game of the season at home, yeah, you want to get a good result there in front of the fans, but Just got to win today. Make sure that that guard of honour stings a little bit extra as well. Right, what's Mark sending me? Some stats. Liverpool unbeaten in their last 14 home games against Arsenal and all comps, 7 wins, 7 draws. We did that in the preview video, to be fair. Arsenal unbeaten in their last 5 games against Liverpool, 2 wins, 3 draws. Again, we covered that in the preview video, or Craig Smugathon, as I also called it. And thank you, Mark, for sending those over to me. Madrid are 1 point behind Barca. They can still win the league. Yeah, they won't though. They're only 1 point behind Barca now if they score the pen. They're 4 points behind Barca going into the game, to the best of my understanding. Or it's 1 point with a game in hand for Barcelona. So either way, I think Barca are going to win La Liga. Win and watch Lego head cry. Well, he's probably going to cry anyway, do you know? Because he loves to have a moan about everything. It's do you know what? To be honest, like, jokes aside, it's an absolute pleasure. It genuinely is a pleasure and a humbling experience to welcome the greatest side the European football has ever known to Anfield today. It's a real humbling experience for me as a football fan to get to see those fantastic, super overachieving Arsenal players in the flesh, you know, or live on TV. It's not every day you get to welcome the best side in Europe to your gaff, so, you know, treat it as such, ladies and gentlemen. Take it all in, drink in that excellence from Arsenal, the best team in Europe, according to the manager. And he's standing by that claim, by the way. That's what makes it extra funny. He still stands over that claim. The fact Chiesa isn't even on the bench is ridiculous, said Alan Jenkins. Well, his representative was over in Liverpool, or is coming recently, so maybe they're just trying to figure out. And if he is going to be sold on, for instance, if Liverpool know 100% we're going to sell him, well, you don't want to risk him getting an injury, do you? I know it sounds counterintuitive because we all want him to play, but if we're at that point now where there's maybe an acceptance that he is going to be sold and Spurs' name is in the mix for him, then maybe we just want to be extra cautious and make sure that we don't end up stuck with a player for the next couple of years that the manager doesn't want. I think I brought that one up on screen, Alden. There it is if I didn't, just in case. Anyway. Show that Zubamendi made the wrong choice today. Look, Zubamendi's yesterday's man, you know. Zuba is gone to Arsenal. So, yeah, for us, there's a couple of interesting links. I don't know if you'd seen them, to the guy from Athletic Club Bilbao, a holding midfielder, 21-year-old, scored that screamer against United, whose name I am not going to try and pronounce again. So this game is Andy Robertson's 250th Liverpool Premier League appearance as well. Mark sent on to me, which is a tremendous milestone for Robbo. Well done to him. What a fantastic servant he's been to our football club. I want him to stay, Craig. We don't have cover for Mo's side. He's not going to stay. Whatever, like, with all due respect, what we want at this point, mate, is irrelevant. Because what I don't want is another season of me, you, and everybody else sitting here saying, why isn't he playing? Why isn't he playing? Why isn't he playing? The manager hasn't even put him in the matchday squad. So the idea of him being a cover for Mo, it sounds realistic to us fans, right? But it isn't going to happen. So it's best move him on and bring in. Look, at least if we move him on, there's a space in the squad that maybe will bring in somebody that could be of cover. I think we just need to wait and see what the transfer window has in store. And look, Frimpong, as an example, lots of talk over the last 48 hours on him and Liverpool's interest. We know the release clause can be paid in 4 installments for Jeremy Frimpong. So, you know, that 30 million quid can be paid over the course of 4 different installments, making it interesting. We think Julian Alvarez has a release clause. At least Moby Haig posted about this one, that there's some talk in Spain that he has 150 million euro, which is about 127 million pound release clause in his Atleti contract. So look, we'll go through all the stuff later on tonight with regards to transfers and stuff like that, because there's lots to talk about, including a little bit about Hugo Larsson as well. Arsenal are lucky playing European royalty to Tipsy Dipsy. Yeah, you know, we're the lucky ones though, mate, you know. We're the lucky ones. Get to welcome Mikel Arteta's super European giants to Arsenal, or to Anfield, sorry. Stevie Kirkham said Frimpong has scored today as well. Yeah, he's the fullback positions look like they're starting to come into focus a bit. There's loads of talk over Kirkes, as you know. Some believe that that's a done deal of 40 million quid. I don't know to that extent how far along it is or not, but you know, he seems to favour it. And on the right, again, plenty of talk about Frimpong, and we've not seen some of the usual suspects who like to play down transfers or anything really rule it out. So we could get a clearer picture in the coming days and weeks of what's happening there. Then, of course, the question is, the big question on everyone's lips, who's going to be the centre forward that we go after? Is it going to be Hugo Ekitike? Is it going to be Alvarez? I don't think it's going to be Isak, especially as Newcastle look very likely now to get Champions League football. Patrick said, what an honour to have the greatest side in Premier League history at Anfield. Hopefully our players aren't too scared today. I know, but what's really important, Patrick, is to remember these could have been double Premier League champions if Mikel Arteta understood how points work or how seasons work. But they could have been double Premier League champions. Could have. Could have been European royalty as well. Could have. Aren't. But could have. It's important to remember they could have. Nottingham Forest, by the way, being held currently 1-1 against Leicester. They went one behind. Morgan Gibbs-White then equalised. So, huge game for them. They have Chelsea last day of the season as well. So, Forest are going to want to get back to winning ways quickly. Is this true? Have you heard the double offer for Diaz and Nunes from Saudi for 160 million? I haven't heard a number. I haven't seen a number. But the offer, apparently, there's interest in both of them. Al Hilal, after one of them in particular, I can't remember which one. But look, I think there is interest from Saudi. Oh, there you go. Forest have just gone 2-1 up as I speak. They have just gone ahead. So Forest are going to climb above Chelsea as things stand into that 5th spot, I believe. Certainly climbing above Chelsea, pushing them down into 6th, which is what I want. Literally just there now. I think it's Chris Wood as well. So Nottingham Forest 2, Leicester City 1. So again, let's cover the Chiesa thing again one more time for people coming in a bit late. If we're going to sell him, it makes no sense to have him on the bench today. You know, you don't want to risk an injury for a player that the manager very clearly doesn't want to play. So you could only assume that Liverpool have made the decision that Chiesa's going to move on, and we're just making sure he doesn't pick up an injury, so he's not here for another year. Again, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together here, hoping it comes up with 4. Diving header there from Chris Wood as well. I love a diving header. Hang on, let's have another look at this. Great cross in. Chris Wood. Oh yeah, we love a diving header. Guides it into the net. Still getting the coffee into me. It's still early doors. Oh, 2-0 Real Madrid now as well. Interesting one. Mark, stop putting the fucking Classico scores in, bro. We don't want to be getting people. We want people watching here, mate. Not running over to the Classico. Oh, I heard it's awfully boring, the Classico. Terribly boring game of football altogether. We should start doing bets on what our 10 excuses are going to be when they lose, like Anfield's grass was too green for them. I'm trying to think of what the excuse today could be. Well, look, it's going to be either fatigue from the midweek or no Declan Rice. But we have to beat them first, you know. There's nothing to say that the Arsenal couldn't win. Arsenal are a very good side. Like, jokes aside, today's going to be a difficult game. But I do want us to make sure that we go out there and play with a bit of a swagger. We have our boys have had loads of time off during the week to rest and recuperate, while Arsenal have been playing away in the Champions League. So physically, we should have a superior conditioning group today, or conditioned group. They should be in a lot better shape because Arsenal, as I mentioned, very hard 90 minutes midweek. Stevie Kirkham said the atmosphere would be too loud for Arsenal today, even though they had the speakers out again. Waiting for today's stream, got a bit of a hangover, went out my friend's birthday and partying hard. Nice, Michael. Fair play, enjoy. I'm too boring to be going out and getting hangovers. I've just been staying in, watching football, sitting in the back garden a little bit, enjoying the good weather, and just took a day off yesterday to rest up properly. And it's not many of them that you get, you know. Believe it or not, you're kind of like on call 24/7 in this job, so I always try to stay as close to home just in case something breaks. Obviously, 2 weeks from today, we're going to be in Liverpool. That show is really creeping up on us for the title celebration party, last game of the season at the Hot Water Comedy Club. Cannot wait to be there with everybody. Have the Premier League trophy upstairs ready to bring over as well for a little bit of a bragathon. Neil said, I'm gutted about Chiesa. Obviously, what Slot sees him every day in training and clearly not happy with him. I just think it's been one of those that he made his mind up on early, and as frustrating as it's been for us fans. For instance, if he does go to Spurs, I can see him doing well there because we know Chiesa is a decent player. Like, there's nobody sitting here believes he's a terrible footballer. He's a very good player. How are you? Hope all is well. I'm good, Stuart, my man. I'm good. Hope you're having a nice weekend yourself. Yeah, all good, man. All good. Lots of boxing on over the weekend as well. Great to see Anthony Kakachi get the win as an Irishman yesterday, although Lee Wood's an absolute warrior, and if he does hang up the gloves, he's had a tremendous career. But Kakachi on a real purple patch at the end of his career, which is going to be interesting to see who he fights next. I didn't stay up for the Navarrete fight, but it was a head collision stopped there, or at least a contentious cut above the eyebrow stopped that one. What's the lineup? It's the big thing on the screen, Jen. I'm only joking, Jen. It is Alisson in goal, my friend. Right back, Conor Bradley. Left back, Robbo. Centre back pairing, Kanade and Van Dijk. In midfield, no Maka today. He's on the bench. So it's Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai. And up top, Salah on the right. Diaz through the centre and Gakpo on the left. Sorry, I was getting distracted by something Connor wrote into the chat. On the bench, by the way, Jen, just in case you hadn't seen that one, bear with me, my friend. The bench today for Liverpool sees Quivin Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Maka, Elliot, Jota, Costas, Trent and Kwanzaa. No Federico Chiesa on the bench today, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is there, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets a nice reception when he warms up. Joshua said United are currently 17th. It's crazy, isn't it? And think they could be playing Champions League football next season. Same with Spurs, who are, 16th? Who could also be playing Champions League football next season. It's nuts. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. It is incredible, though, to think that they're 17th, one position above the relegation zone. Now, of course, the relegation zone's already sorted out, but that's nuts. David said Kakachi hopefully getting a title shot in Belfast next. I was watching Puma versus Loca this morning. What a fight that was. I'd love to see Kakachi get a fight in Belfast selfishly so I could go up and watch it. I did see Frank Warren say last night that there's definitely going to be a fight up in Belfast, and I will be doing my best to get up there and watch, because it's not many fights on the island of Ireland. So if you get one in Belfast or Dublin, I try to get to them when I can. Neil Thompson said, been watching a lot of the Bournemouth games due to Kirkes and Huyson links, more so Kirkes, although the list today, Kirkes just doesn't stop, such a good engine. Yeah, really good player. He's like Andy Robertson, another young Andy Robertson. He's really got a good engine, as you mentioned, and I think he's just tailor-made for the way that we want to play. Spurs have lost 2 less games than Ipswich. That's crazy. 2-1 Madrid now. Apparently another goal pulled back in El Clasico. They mentioned Foster fighting Kakachi. I think it will depend if he fights Fulton or not. Look, I don't care who he fights. I just want to go up and watch a night of boxing up in Belfast. It's such a great city. If you ever do get a chance to attend a boxing event in Belfast, it does hit different. It is like Dublin. This was a very special place to watch boxing. I'll never forget when I seen Carl Frampton win his first world title up there. They built a stadium on the slipway of the Titanic, and it was incredible. It was freezing. It was in September, I believe, and it was freezing. But what a night seeing Kiko Martinez to become the world champ, first time, his first world championship, and it was fitting that he fought Kiko Martinez as well, who of course dethroned another Irishman before that. To think we were linked with this Amorim guy. Look, it's not. I don't think it's Ruben Amorim's fault that United are where they are. It's focus has been on the Europa League as it should have been, and apart from that, look at the state of the team. It's not really very, very good, is it? So I'm not going to sit here and say Amarim's crap. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Like, if they don't get Champions League football, they are in a big mess. And also, did you see what Jim Ratcliffe has done next? Excuse me. Apologies for coughing into the mic. So Ratcliffe is giving no tickets to United staff members, 0. Instead of bringing them to Bilbao and giving them a ticket, he's given them a ticket to a screening of a game in Manchester with 2 drinks vouchers. And no drinks vouchers for the +1, by the way. 2 drinks vouchers for the staff. Whereas Spurs are giving every staff member that works full-time 1 ticket to the game. United's owner is an absolute disgrace. Genuinely. You know, I know us and United fans banter back and forth, but either way, they deserve better. They deserve better than an owner that acts like that. And this is a sir, by the way, a sir acting in this way. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is. LFC Gamer and Vlogs. Afternoon, Craig. Hope you're doing well. I'm predicting a 2-1 win this afternoon. Also, what's your favourite thing to eat on a warm, sunny day? I know this is going to sound like an easy answer, but probably ice cream or gelato. And when it's warm outside, I don't know if I'm on my own here, but I don't like to eat. I like to wait till it cools down and have something maybe 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, probably ice cream, mate. Or just loads of cold drinks, to be honest. What have we got? 8 months. Wow. Love you lots and lots. Thank you, my man. Very kind of you. Thank you for your support of the channel, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Zach said, don't like the 11. Should be Macca, not Curtis. Again, it is what it is. I don't really know why he's gone with it. I would have gone with Macca as well, of course, but it is what it is, my man. Maybe he's just giving Macca a bit of a rest after a hard season and we'll bring him on later. I don't know, but I agree with you. I would have started him over Jones as well, but you and I, unfortunately, don't make the decision. Oh, look, Connor's off again. Gelato. Somebody's earning. Well, Connor, I stuck on another order to Sugar Plum Bakery, or Sugar Plum Eatery, I should say, the chocolatiers late last night. So yeah, someone's earning buying the Dubai chocolate bars, you know. It's got to be done, Connor. You know yourself. You know, I could be worse. I could be out there spending 150 quid on a pair of Asics, you know. Or Starlinking it up. Yeah, some of us try to live our humble roots, Crosby, you know, but you know me, mate. Man of the people. And by the way, gelato is legit. Legit. Oh, that chocolate last night, honestly. Put in 100 quid, order again to my favourite chocolatier. So good. So good. Dubai chocolate bars. Biscoff baddies. Oh, stop. What was that, Craig? I thought you wanted to lose weight. We don't talk about that. That's the great unmentioned. So, what are we thinking score-wise today? I went 2-1 in my preview or my prediction. I think we could be close somewhere around to that. Right, gotta say again, a huge thank you to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Check out the Beard and Balls bundle where you can get the Lawnmower 5.0 that, unlike some of those Liverpool players, can last for an entire 90 minutes. You can also get the Beard Hedger Pro as part of the set, but most importantly, you can get yourself 15% off and free shipping from the Beard and Balls bundle from our friends at Manscaped with the code Anfield15 at checkout, or by using the QR code that isn't on the screen but is in the bottom right hand corner now. There you go. Connor said got a Kinder Bueno donut from Rolling Donut yesterday. Unbelievable. See? You out there living that influencer life, Crosby. Now that Connor's making videos, he's out there now living the high life, getting posh donuts and all. So I'm going to retire next season now and let Connor present. I'll do the thumbnails and all the graphics for the channel and Connor's going to present. We're going to switch roles for next season. You'll see a huge difference to the channel because the thumbnails will be illegible. But the presenting will still be alright, but the thumbnails will be horrendous if I wasn't. Imagine I was in charge. Imagine we did that switch over. I was in charge of graphics. Be like Stickman on the screen or something. Jen, where is the women's Manscaped? Well, I tell you what, Jen, my missus robs mine. So we have a lawnmower 4.0 and a lawnmower 5.0. And Sabrina robbed the 4.0 and swears by it, still uses it. So I guess it's good for everyone. She swears by it anyway, so, she doesn't have the beard and balls bundle now, but, I'm glad she doesn't. Michael Dunstan's gone Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. Lego man to give guard of honour, but he's not going to like it. Well, at least they're doing it. Like I told you, I did always think that they would do it because, it's the right thing to do. We would do it in their position, and I'd want our lads to do it in the other way around as well. There was a super chat I missed. Let me just get back up to this one. Patrick said, what do you think of Madrid mocking referees? I think it is disgusting. I think they are pathetic, and I think they should be held to account. I keep talking about Madrid, Patrick, having no class. They have zero. And in what day and age do you think you can start attacking referees who said something when they were 14? 14! And Madrid are trying to use it against them. They're just pathetic. Adrian said, happy Mother's Day to what must be Mother's Day over in America, is it? Because it isn't over here. But if it is, happy Mother's Day to all moms over in America. I hope you're having a good day. And I hope you're being spoiled rotten. Soboslai had a Lego-themed matchday image up on Instagram. Surely not a dig at Arteta. Surely not, Connor. Couldn't be. Happy Guard of Honour Day, said Matt Camden. Arsenal sucks and Arteta always will be trash. He's just so deluded, mate. He's just so deluded. But it's a whole lot of not our problem, right? Is it just me though that thinks he's getting more and more bitter as the season goes on? Like, you really can just see it coming out in him now. The fact that they're going to be left with no silverware again. And I was listening to a debate about whether Arteta should be fired or not. And some journalists think there's a chance that, his position could be looked at, and others think absolutely not. He's brought Arsenal in the right direction and he deserves more time. I mean, how much more time do you need when you're a club that's had 5.5 years with the manager and won an FA Cup in his first season and nothing since? It's I don't know, for me, I think he certainly should be under pressure. If you don't deliver after that amount of money spent and the backing that he has had by the fans and the owners, to be honest, I don't know. I just think if it was at Liverpool, I'd be asking questions of a manager who doesn't deliver silverware. Like, remember Arsene Wenger used to be just happy with Champions League football every year at the latter part. And that wasn't enough for Arsenal fans. They wanted Wenger out. Now they've got a similar situation with a manager who's in Champions League spots most years, not delivering silverware, and I don't know, 700 odd million quid backing. He's rude as fuck, Craig. I seen him giving the interviewer a really hard time in the interview after the PSG game on Wednesday. He just... Look, I expect all managers or all athletes or former athletes to have that ruthless streak in them. You don't get to be a professional footballer or a professional athlete or a top-level coach or anything like that without having a belief in yourself and a determination and a will to succeed. But you also have to show a bit of grace at times, and even through gritted teeth, just admit your own shortcomings. I've not really seen that much from Arteta. Nobody likes to lose. You don't expect a manager to go out there and smile after he's lost a game, but, be fair about it. This delusion that you were the best team in the Champions League just makes no sense. And any metric, whichever way you look at it, there is nothing to back up what he said there. But what I will say is, he did give Liverpool credit. He did say that Liverpool have been the best team this season, so for that, fair play. Nomad said Arteta is a nearly man. He's improved Arsenal but won't get them over the line. Arteta is like Rodgers, said David. Good afternoon, Rory, how are you? He said, hope all is good. Interim versus Big Ange, the dog poop final. At least with Wenger, he had a legendary status, so it was kind of understandable why they protected him. With Arteta, he's won absolutely nothing. Well, he did win the FA Cup in his first season with Unai Emery's squad. He won the COVID FA Cup. It's really important that I keep reminding Arsenal fans that, because they love to tell us about our league title. So he won the COVID FA Cup, which, as we know, by their own logic, doesn't count. So he's won nothing. He's won nothing at Arsenal because, I'm using Arsenal fans' own logic. COVID trophies in their mind don't count. So Arteta's won nothing in 6 years, so he should be sacked, right? Arsenal fans, come on. Fair is fair. We're playing by your rules here, and by your rules, your manager's won nothing in 6 years. P45 time. Jack, how are you, my man? Jack Liverpool 123 said, I want to finish strong because if we finish badly, it might roll over to next season and I'm worried about everything. Look, I just want to win today because I want to make sure Arsenal have pressure on them for the rest of the season. I want to make sure that the pressure for them to maybe even finish third, fourth, anything. If their season keeps getting worse, my smile is going to keep getting bigger. And I know I should be above that, but I'm not. I really am it. So, he said Declan Rice and Yuri Timber are not fit and decided they couldn't even train, so that's why they didn't make the game. I think Declan Rice was just, didn't want to give the guard of honour, was just scared. Nah, to be fair, Declan Rice has always given Liverpool credit when he's been interviewed this season. So, yeah, look, it's a big loss for Arsenal today, but let's wait and see what happens. Forest doing their best to concede silly chances here, by the way. 2-2 now in El Clasico. See? That 1 point lead we were talking about, David, a while ago, it's already dissipating. Right. I got to talk to you guys really quickly about our live shows coming up. They're 2 weeks away now. If you want to come along and join us for the show on the left, the title celebration party in particular, which is the last game of the season, Hot Water Comedy Club are opening up the venue at 9 a.m. and they're going to have the game against Palace screened in 20 screens right around the venue. They're going to have 500 free pints of Madry for the first 500 people through the doors. And of course, then we're on stage that night at 7:30 as well. For you guys at home, I'll be still doing the watch along as normal. I'll be doing it from a private area of the venue. So we'll still have the match day watch along as always. But if you do want to come along to what is going to be a fantastic celebration, I'm bringing my full-size Premier League trophy over with us as well for photo opportunities and some fun. Do get your tickets with that QR code because they are going quickly. As of yesterday, we were down to the last 23, 24 tickets in the venue we're currently in. So I can't say for certain whether they're going to move us to a bigger theatre or not. I hope they will if it sells out. But if you want to come along, get your tickets before they're gone. Because as the week approaches, I can imagine they'd for an example, 1,500 people in the venue for the cup final against Newcastle. So I can imagine it's going to be absolutely jammers. And also, if you're going over for the parade, they're opening up the venue for that as well, as they're on the parade route, and they've got a beautiful beer garden, rooftop beer garden there as well, and it's free entry. So don't forget to check them out or give them your consideration for that. 3-2 now. Barca have turned it round. That is nuts. They went 2-0 down early doors, and now they've just turned it around to lead 3-2 in El Clasico. Wow, that is some mad turnaround. Right, let's have a look at the Arsenal bench, because we haven't spoken about that. Neto, Tierney, Timber, Zinchenko, Sterling. Who's this one? Calafiori, Henry Francis, and Wanyeri. Arsenal starting 11, Raya, White, Saliba, Kiwior, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli and Trossard. David said 7-point gap. See how quickly it turned around, David. So we get back to the conversation now about Madrid winning nothing and Trent going over to a losing team. No Rice starting is a bit of a shock. He's not in the squad, Eli. He has an injury. So yeah, he's not with them. Nor is Yuri and Timber. Both of those guys unable to travel. So no Rice for Arsenal today. No Timber. As Connor said, though, Tierney on the bench for Arsenal. Surely that's not Paul Tierney, the VAR, right? Surely that's Kieran Tierney. Oh, Bransfield, good to see you in the chat. I haven't forgotten to post you over what you asked for, my man. Don't worry. I'm just on the hunt for something that I'm trying to get to send over. So bear with me. I know yourself and your dad did email, and I will get that sent to you, my man. I haven't forgotten. I'm just crazy busy here at the minute. Can't watch the match today because of Gaelic football. I have it recorded though, said Jack. Nice, nice. Sure, match of the day too tonight as well, my man. Right, my friends, if you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button, by the way. Don't forget to do so. As you can see, we're closing in on 311,000. And our channel, again, just keeps incredibly going from strength to strength. 8.3 million views in the last 28 days. 8.6 million views in the last month on the channel. Come on now. Just to give you an example, our competitors are about 1.3, 1.4 million. Us, 8.6 million. And that's only because of you and your support. Connor's doing a fantastic job in the background as well on our shorts and other bits and pieces. So I want to say again, thank you to you all for what's been a season I'm never going to forget. You know, we're going to be doing some shows towards the end of the season, reflecting on your favourite moments of the season and a few other bits as well. So yeah, thank you all for your continued support. Key Arsenal player injured, but he can't have been overplayed. No, Muckrab, not at all. No. Just these freak injuries, bro, that keep happening. Unexplainable. You know, I'm going to ring up Ripley's and ask them what's going on there with all these Arsenal injuries that just happen to happen. No reason behind them. There's only one downside to the summer, by the way, is that the watchalongs get warmer and warmer as you're sitting under the lights with the curtains and the shutters closed in a room that feels like a hot box. So that's the downside to the watchalongs towards the summer, but very, very preferable to freezing in the winter. Who would be your vice captain in the future, said Mervyn, after Trent leaves. Do you know what? It depends. If you want to go seniority, oh my God, Leicester have equalised. It's 2-2. Leicester have made it 2-2 against Forest. Forest doing their very, very best here to throw away the Champions League spot. It would be Maka if we were just talking about player-wise. If we go for seniority, you're looking at Mo, Allison, Robbo, somebody like that. Maybe Joe Gomez. But for me, Maka. Forest really are shooting themselves in the foot here. Big 10 minutes in their season coming up. Dark Ruby said, I would have left Trent out. I wouldn't have put him in the matchday squad. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would just tell him, there you go. Sit there and behind the team. You're not getting the chance to wear the jersey again. That would be me, but I don't know. Let's wait and see. I'd be very, very interested to see what happens if he's out warming up and stuff like that. What reception he gets. So do let me know, because obviously I watch the games on mute. Bransfield said, Craig, you're a legend, no rush. I will get it over, my man. Don't worry. I'm just looking for something in particular, but don't worry, my man. I promise you, we'll get it sent over to you. And thank you for your understanding. Ali, vice captain, fan of keepers being captains as they see everything and are not scared to scream at teammates. So you know what? I was a goalkeeper, and I would say it's not a great position to be a captain from. Because you can't get up into the middle of the pitch to have a chat with people either. I like my captain to be either a central midfielder or a centre back, personally. Or anywhere across the back line, but back line or midfield for me. I don't like it at either end of the pitch. So I don't like a captain being a striker, and I don't like a captain being a goalkeeper. And I say that as a former goalkeeper. But I guess it's just a personal preference. How do you think Anfield reacts if Trent comes on? It may depend how the game is going. So, like, let's say we're 3-0 up and everyone's in a great mood. They might be a bit kinder. If we were losing or something, maybe it's a bit different. It's hard to know, genuinely, because I think the opinion on the whole Trent situation is split. Some people just don't even want to acknowledge it, or don't want to acknowledge the situation and don't want to kind of throw petrol on the flames. Others feel very much stung and hurt by it. So, as I've always said, it's not for me to tell anybody how to feel about the Trent situation. It's very much something that each person has an individual reaction to. Right, so this piece here from Mark said, so Raya and the reserve Arsenal keepers have gone over to the Liverpool lads who are warming up, congratulating them on winning the league before returning to their half of the pitch. Class act, fair play to David Raya and those other keepers. That's a lovely touch, well done. Good to see. Sporting to the last, so fair play. Stuff like that means a lot to me, honestly. When you see players just like that acknowledging their competitors, it's why I love boxing so much. You see in there two lads or two ladies leaving it all in the ring and then shaking hands afterwards, and it's what makes sport beautiful. You've got a job to do, you go out do your job, but after that you remember that you're a sportsman or sportswoman and you just shake hands. Trent has been getting absolutely destroyed on TikTok, said the Liverpool prophet. Look, my take on it, mate. I think it's all snide as you know what, but it is what it is. The sooner the better. We don't have to have this discussion anymore, What I don't want is when he goes to Madrid to have the chat filled with, did you see Trent this, did you see Trent that? Because I mean this sincerely. When he leaves Liverpool, he's dead to me till his career's over. I don't want to know anything about him. I don't want to know how he's getting on. He's done. I like to concentrate on the boys who are still here. Let's see if Forest can grab themselves a winner. But it's Leicester here on the attack with a corner. And it's a free out. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go for Forest to save their season and their hopes of Champions League football. They do have Chelsea, though, in the last game of the season, but they would have expected 3 points from this. Okie dokie. Right, what time have we got? 32 minutes to go. So if you can't hit that like button for me, we got to get up to 1,000 likes before the game kicks off. We've 30 minutes left to do it. We've done what? This is our 36th league attempt this season, and we've hit 36 1,000 likes before we started the game. So let's not take our eye off the ball as the season comes to a close. Ironically here, though, it's Forest doing a lot of the defending as they're giving away set piece after set piece to Leicester here in what is a bit of a derby. I'm genuinely intrigued to see how this game finishes. Right, let's see if Forest can transition into attack. They're on the counter. He's miles off. Don't even run to it. Oh, that's going to hurt. Forest player. And then the flag goes up. Forest. See, that's why we all hate the flag staying down. Forest player just ended up sliding into the post there, and a Leicester City player from a very, very clear offside. Like, he's offside by 2 yards, 3 yards. And Sian Macialis does what she's instructed to do, which is keep the flag down till it moves over, but it ends up with two of them colliding into the post. Frustrating. I hate when stuff goes like this. Is my chat frozen? Let me just check something. I think, is my chat frozen here? Yeah, I think it is. Connor, can you check that if our back end chat is frozen? Because the chat's coming through on the other side, just not for me. Why is it freezing? Oh, he's writing. So he knows. Sorry, I can't see comments at the minute. Coming through on your end. Well, it's not on mine. Right, let me turn that off. Yeah, I can't even sign out. Connor, it's just frozen. Let me just try and turn it off. Oh, the joys of making live content, ladies and gents. All right. I've closed it down, trying to open it back up. All right, hope this works. Let's wait and see. Yeah, it's working now. There you go. The marvels of modern technology. Turn it off and back on again. There you go. The joys. 4-2 Barcelona now, the chat are saying. Oh my days. That's nuts. That is nuts. 4-2 Barca. From being 2-0 down as well. Is this the third time Barca have put up 4 on Madrid this season? I know, well, it's definitely the second, but I'm sure somebody will let us know. That is some turnaround though, isn't it? To be 2-0 down and then 4-2 up. And that must be what, first half still? Just at the end of the first half? That's crazy. Rafinha scoring a brace as well. So what do we think with the old Ballon d'Or? Who's going to get the Ballon d'Or this season? I think Ousmane Dembele currently tops it with, if I'm not mistaken, Yamal has moved up into second. Is there any defending going on at all in that El Clasico? Forest player still receiving treatment after that post-collision. We've just gone into stoppage time. Jota Silva's come on for Elliot Anderson. Although I think they're waiting to see if the other Forest player can continue. Yeah, Elliot Anderson goes off. Jota goes on. Jota Silva. It's into stoppage time. Dembele, Yamal, Salah, Rafinha, Martinez currently. Jesus Christ. Have they actually watched Emi Martinez? Because he's been nowhere near. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. In the Forest-Leicester game. 8 minutes. Kabir said, Dembele will win it if PSG win the Champions League, or else Yamal. Salah's out. Yeah, I think he is as well. I think if we had gotten even one round further in the Champions League, Salah would have had a much better shout with it, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Oh, Lautaro Martinez. I thought you said Emmy. What did you say, Lautaro? Nobody calls him Martinez. Everyone calls him Lautaro. God, Crosby, that one's on you, dude. That one's on you. What's this? Oh, would you stop this nonsense? Reports saying Galatasaray are going to make an offer to sign Alisson. Yeah, that's not going to happen, lads. Don't waste your time. I'm sure Alisson has absolutely zero interest of leaving the Premier League champions to go and play for Galatasaray. That ain't happening. Right, long throw-in coming up for Forest in this one. They really, really need to find a winner. And it's gone behind for a Forest corner. Right, if you haven't seen the Liverpool starting 11 yet, let me run through it again for you. It is Alisson in goal, Connor Bradley at right back, Andy Robertson comes back in at left back, centre-back pairing of Canade and Virgil. In midfield, it is Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Mohamed Salah on the right, Cody Gakpo on the left, and Luis Diaz through the centre. Your Liverpool bench is Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Maka, Elliot, Jota, Costas, Trent, and Kwanzaa. No Federico Chiesa in the Liverpool squad. And for the Arsenal lineup, it's Raya, White, Saliba, Kiwior, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. No Urian Timber or Declan Rice in the Arsenal squad. I'm genuinely shocked that Forest are making a mess of this. Surely they can find something late here. They have a corner. 5 minutes of stoppage time to go. 2-2 as things stand. The corner goes over everyone's head. Drops to Nico Williams on the far side. He stands one up, but it's blocked. And it'll be another Forest corner, this time on the left side. Don't want Chelsea in the Champions League. I don't. Come on, Forest. You can see the tension written all over those Forest fans' faces. Yeah, Trent is on the bench, John. Oh, they put it straight in on top of the keeper, though. He does the usual keeper thing of grabbing the ball, falling on the ground, and humping the turf for a minute or two. I think it might be City, Villa, Newcastle for the top 5. Anything that gets Chelsea out of it, and I'm happy, to be honest with you. I just don't want Chelsea getting Champions League football. And I don't want United getting Champions League football because, and I mean this more than the shithouse fan in me, I just want to see financially what happens. Because surely to God, Chelsea can't keep spending money every single transfer window like drunken sailors on the night out. Surely to God, sometime they have to actually go, well, we've no money. Or we're going to breach PSR. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what will happen. Because if they win the Conference League, they get Europa League football. Leicester City now in possession. 3 minutes to go at the City ground. It's still Nottingham Forest 2, Leicester City 2. Sorry, Craig, for the line and late, but today confirms the final nail in the coffin for Chiesa's Liverpool career. Yep, I agree. But if they're going to sell him, and if they've made that decision, I think it is the right one. You don't want to... Look, we all want him to play. I think we can agree on that. But if the club have made a decision that they're going to sell him in the summer, I think this is the right thing to do. Because you don't want to potentially lose that money if he gets injured. So, understandable, but yes, frustrating. And it's been a really, really strange season for Chiesa. Spurs and Man United, it's so bad. I know, shocking, but one of them is going to get Champions League football, and that is absolutely nuts. Forest again pushing. Long diag out right side to Arne. Gibbs White tries a shot. It's blocked. Leicester City have it now and they look to counter. They've moved it out left side. Forest. Oh, Sells with a save. Sells single-handedly trying to keep Forest alive with a save. But it is a Leicester corner with 90 seconds of stoppage time to go. Oof. One-handed save from Sells. That's nuts. What a game. About to go into the final minute of stoppage time. It looks like it's going to end up a 2-2 draw at the City ground. Did not see that draw coming yesterday either between Southampton and City. 0-0. Would not have predicted that. I'd say many an accumulator went out the window with that game yesterday. Right, Forest clear the corner, but Leicester still in possession. Oh, they are going to kick themselves, lads. The amount of points Forest have left on the table in the last few weeks. 30 seconds plus whatever the ref adds on. So, we've discussed this on the channel a little bit, mate, and I think the option would be that he would give us cover for Salah as well as an option if we need a more attacking fullback. Because Bradley's going to be the Trent replacement. I think Frimpong's just going to be the cover and the extra body, and also may give us an option, as I mentioned, if Mohamed Salah needs a rest or to be rotated. Or we just need a far more attacking option. We are now past the 8 minutes at the City ground. It is whatever the ref wants to add on. Forest getting bodies forward. Oh, they've made a mess of it. They've made him... Arne's just falling over. And now Leicester City are counter-attacking. Forest have it back, but all eyes on the ref here. They need to just get it into the penalty area at this point. No point in just playing side to side now. Williams pumps one long, out right hand side, headed away. Leicester have it. This is definitely finishing without Forest getting the win. Yep, Leicester on the attack now. Ref blows up. It's over. Finishes 2-2 at the City Ground. That is a shocking result for Nuno's side. Nobody wants Champions League football, lads. Nobody wants it. United lost again. Spurs lost. There's 20 losses for Spurs now. And United 2-0 down to West Ham, lads. Shocking. Shocking. He says with a big dirty grin on his face. How did they mess that one up? I think it's going to come down, perhaps, to that last game. Forest-Chelsea at City Ground. But this is definitely 2 points dropped for Forest. They came from behind to put themselves into a 2-1 lead and then let it slip again. If only the bottom three clubs performed better, they could have dragged United into a relegation battle. United and Spurs. It's been a mad season in that regard, hasn't it? United, what are they now? 17th. Would I take Pedro Porro from Spurs at right back? I haven't watched much of them. I can't lie, mate. I haven't watched much of them. The only time I really watched Spurs was in the Europa League or when we play them. So, don't know. But I think it's going to be Frimpong by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Frimpong, but we'll wait and see. So there, yeah, Spurs have moved below United. So Spurs are 17th, United are 16th by way of goal difference. What a shocking season for both of them. Or is there 1 point in it, actually? Sorry. But either way, shocking season. And they're the Europa League finalists. Mad. Only Spurs player I take is Tell. Wouldn't touch him with a barge pole, Wesley. Every time I've watched Tell play, he's stunk the gaff up. Honestly, I've not seen anything in that lad's game to justify even Spurs making that deal permanent. So in 4 games this year, Barca have scored 16 goals against Madrid. Wow. That's incredible. Thank you, Mark, for sending that on. So look, ladies and gents, we're 15 minutes away now from kickoff at Anfield. Welcome in if you're joining us late. Want to say again a huge thank you to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Check out the Beard and Balls bundle from our friends at Manscaped and treat yourself to 15% off and free shipping. The Beard and Balls bundle features the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, Manscaped's, well, premium product in my opinion. Also the Beard Hedger, you get both of those together in the Beard and Balls bundle with 15% off and free shipping. They both feature Manscaped skin safe technology. The Lawnmower 5.0 has a battery that lasts a full 90 minutes, the brightest ever LED spotlight, and it is waterproof. So again, thank you to our friends at Manscaped for their continued support. I'd take Maddison, but he wouldn't start. He'd probably be injured too much. That's the one thing that's blighted his career. There's no doubt of the calibre of Maddison as a footballer. He's very talented, but he's had a fair few injuries. And I go back even to when we were looking at him, when he was still at Norwich, I think. That summer that we were looking around for a player and he was in the mix, he picked up an ankle injury and we didn't sign him. So, yeah, James Maddison's a huge loss for that final as well, though, for Spurs. Mark Bell, how are you, my friend? Said, afternoon, is there a reason for Keita not being in the squad? Yeah, probably because he's getting sold and they don't want to take any chances. That's the only thing I can think of. But look, either way, it shouldn't be a surprise to us at this point that Keita's not really involved. The manager's been consistent in this. There was an interesting story yesterday, by the way, that said that Bayern Munich have agreed to trigger the release clause to sign Nico Williams of Athletic Club Bilbao. I'm not sure if it's a done deal or anything, but there was a report in Spain that said they are looking to trigger that release clause and to try and sign Nico Williams. You got to feel bad for Fede. Not really, to be fair. 7 million quid. I feel more bad for the boys and girls, the men and women who are struggling to pay the bills, keep the lights on. A multi-million-pound earning footballer, not really that worked up about, to be honest with you. I mean, I'd happily take 7 million to sit in a great seat in Anfield and watch a season of football, but I do get where you're coming from. But, you know, not really going to have sympathy for a multi-millionaire is, yeah, I have more sympathy for the people who are struggling week after week. Craig, did you see the Forest owner jumped on the pitch and looked like he was having an argument with Nuno Santo? I don't know what's going on between Marinakis or whatever his name is and him, but like he looks like a cunt. Sorry, he just does. I don't know what else to say. Tell me I'm wrong. Look at that man and tell me I'm wrong. He just has that air. Sure, wasn't he accused of spitting at somebody before? And didn't he throw his lanyard in someone's front garden? He doesn't come across like the nicest man in the world. Let's put it that way. So, I don't know what's happening between them, but it's not our problem. And he should be thanking his manager for the great job he's done. I understand he's probably frustrated that he's coming up short of the Champions League, perhaps, but you know, nobody thought they'd be in the European spot this season. But I can understand frustrations at letting 2 points go there today because they should have been beating Leicester. Kyle said, I found it funny that Arsenal keep bringing in midfielders. Zubamendi, all but finalised, need a goal scorer. Yep, there's talk that it's going to be Gyökeres. I seen a report yesterday to say that, is it Bertra, their new director of football or whatever he's called, that he's recommended they go after Gyökeres. So let's wait and see. Apparently they have some reservations about Sesko. Some people giving some comments on the Forest owner as well, but he just doesn't come across like a nice fella, does he? To be honest, let's be frank about it. Right, ladies and gents, we have 11 minutes to go to kick off. We're 401 likes away. We got to get those likes up. If you can, do me a massive favour. Hit that like button. We can't have our season out the window with just 3 games to go. We've hit 1,000 likes every single watch along before kick off. Let's go. It only takes a second, but come on. We've got to keep the streak going. Luke, FaZe, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Appreciate you. He came on the pitch and we beat him at City Ground and was given it to Biggin. Well, to be fair, look at him. Well, to be fair, it's probably the most exercise he's had. And I say this as somebody who is probably in a similar situation. Look at Anfield, looking glorious in the sunshine. The home of the champions, looking absolutely magnificent. So again, let's run through the teams, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start off with Liverpool. Alisson in goal, Conor Bradley at right back, Andy Robertson at left back, centre back pairing of Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk. In midfield today, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. Don't worry though, Maka is on the bench. Up top, Mohamed Salah on the right, Luis Diaz through the centre and Cody Gakpo on the left. For Arsenal, it's Raya, White, Saliba, Kiwior, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Partey, Marino, Saka, Trossard and Martinelli. Your Liverpool bench today is as follows. 1 second. Liverpool bench is Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, McAllister, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Trent and Kwanzaa. What's this from Mark? That's not even a funny joke from Domino's. Domino's tried a dad joke here. They said if United and Spurs ran a Domino's, it would only deliver on Thursdays. But I mean, come on, Domino's, you're better than that. That's dad joke 101. That's terrible. Right, looking at the bench for the Reds today, as I mentioned, no real surprises on the bench except for maybe Maka not starting. Other than that, it's as we expected. Trent there, Costas there, Kelleher there, Kwanzaa, Elliott, Maka, Darwin, Endo, and Jota. So let's wait and see what happens. But again, at least we've got consistency from the manager here. John said, just going to be fantastic. 7 minutes from now. Yep. The old, well done, boys. Pat in the back. Atta boys. Welcoming the champions. Do you think we would have won the league this year? And would you take Klopp back now? Do you think Klopp would have won the league this year? And would you take him back now? Would I take him back? Well, look, I'd always like Klopp. But I wouldn't put Arne out of a job. So no, in that regard. But look, I love Jurgen Klopp. And I'll always love Jurgen Klopp. So, but Arne's won the league. Arne's the man in possession of the job. And would we have won it if Klopp was here? I honestly don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know if Klopp would have played players more, if he might have had an injury or two more. There's so many unquantifiables in there, I really just don't know. But put it this way, winning the league this season has been the biggest surprise for me as a Liverpool fan. Because even in my most optimistic of seasons, in years and years gone by, we always started the season with hope and think maybe, just maybe. This year I didn't see it coming, and it's been such a beautiful surprise to win it, and win it at such a canter as well, with the point gap that we have. It's been just glorious. Honestly, such a beautiful surprise. But I'm not going to lie, it hasn't been a season that hasn't had its disappointments. Losing a cup final is never great. Exiting the Champions League as early as we did is frustrating as well. But ultimately, we're sitting here now as Premier League champions, about to get a guard of honour from Arsenal. So, life's pretty good. Brian, how are we? Thank you, as always, sir, for your incredible generosity. We need to annihilate Lego Man's squad today. Cheers, all. We do, absolutely. This is the game to me, Brian, that matters. Chelsea last week annoyed me. So I don't want us to keep losing games after we've won the title. I want us to keep the momentum going and show Arsenal today why we're Premier League champions. So yes, a victory is very much hopeful and needed and wanted. And yeah, I just want to make Arsenal fans even more bitter, to be honest with you, Brian. Major Zero said, Slot said Trent is benched due to fitness. Yeah, sure, Arne. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He's benched due to being, well, you know, slithery. And as always, Brian, thank you, my man. Brian's coming over to Ireland next month. Cannot wait to meet up with him. And we're going to go up and visit Belfast. Right, folks, 201 likes to go. 6 minutes. Can we get there? If you haven't hit that like button, please do. We have a record of 1,000 likes before every game's kicked off this season. So please hit that like button if you can. Couple of quick things as well, and then we'll just focus on the game entirely. If you want to come and see us for our end of season shows, the Hot Water Comedy Club, 2 weeks from today, we'll have our title celebration party. The venue are showing the last game of the season as well, opening their doors at 9 a.m, believe it or not. And then the reunion show, 3 days later, May 28th, myself, Connor, Chris, Jack and Steve together for one night only, including my first ever live on stage interview, or maybe the interviewee, I shall say, from Chris. So if you want to come along, we're going to have the Premier League trophy there. We're going to have some fun on the night as well. The venue will have some live music and lots of shenanigans. So do come and join us. And I've warned everybody enough times, if it sells, it sells. So don't be telling me, Craig, can you do this? If it sells out, it sells out. And it's looking really good at the minute. So thank you to everyone that's got their tickets so far. Also, would it be a match day? We wouldn't be here without the support of our friends at Manscaped. Check out the Beard and Balls bundle and treat yourself to 15% off and free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping with the Beard and Balls bundle. Use the code Anfield15 at checkout or scan the QR code. Right, it's time. It's that time. It's that moment. 95 likes left to go, folks. Keep hitting that button. 4 minutes left. The Guard of Honour is about to take place. It feels a fitting time to get the 1,000 likes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on now. Here it comes. Arsenal fans, are you ready? Are you enjoying this? Arsenal are in the position. Out come the Reds. And fair play, by the way, to Arsenal. Here comes Virgil van Dijk, leading out the Liverpool squad. Proud as punch. You can see it written all over his face. Arsenal players graciously applauding the Premier League champions onto the pitch, and the match officials, of course, as well. Fair play. Fair play. Must be, look, not an easy thing to do when you lose out in the league title, but they graciously did it, so fair play to Arsenal for that. Showing their class. Right, we are about to get underway, ladies and gents. We have 28 likes to go with 3 minutes left. We're nearly there. Fair play, sincerely, I mean that. There's a lot of banter Arsenal about and their fans and whatever, but that means a lot, so thank you to Arsenal as a club. And here come the players now, just doing the customary handshakes before we kick off. Kop looks absolutely magnificent. What a day. What a day to play a game of football as well. It looks beautiful. Let's quickly run you through both sides, ladies and gents, just in case you haven't seen them. We will start off with the Arsenal team. It is David Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Kiwior, Lewis Skelly. Midfield, Marino, Partey and Odegaard. Then it's Saka, Trossard and Martinelli. Liverpool, Alisson Becker in goal, Bradley at right back, Robbo at left back, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate are your centre backs. A midfield of Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. Up top, Mohamed Salah on the right, Luis Diaz through the centre and Cody Gakpo on the left. Now, time for the game. The fun stuff's about to begin. Thank you to everyone that did hit the like button as well, by the way. Really appreciate you. So, now let's go win this one. The niceties are over. Now let's battle commence. I'm buzzing for this game, honestly. I hope it's a good one. I hope it lives up to it. And I hope we get the job done. Arne, having a quick handshake there. Arteta congratulates him sportingly. Fair play. You know, it's such an honour this for Liverpool to play the best team in Europe. It's, you know, it's amazing. I'm keeping a lookout for any Trent flags or banners, by the way, on the Kop. It just looks amazing. Honestly, the Kop always looks so good with the flags, banners and everything else waving. Arsenal in their pre-match huddle. Why do they always stick Neville on Liverpool games, by the way? We don't want to hear him. We don't. Like, this, it's just like spitting in the face of Liverpool fans making us listen to Neville every week. Can we have somebody who would at least be unbiased and show us a bit of class? I feel sorry for everyone that has to listen to the commentary and listen to him, but you could be here with us instead. There you go. Much better. There's Trent on the bench, where he may be in Madrid. Trent got booed when his name got called out, said Harry. I'm not surprised. But thank you for that, for filling me in, my man. Oh, of course Sky zooms in on the one fella in the crowd that says, thank you very much, Trent. Oh, let me see if this works. Yeah, cool. We're underway. Let me just move that away, actually, because I don't need it. We're underway, ladies and gentlemen. And Arsenal put it straight at a plate for Liverpool throw-in. Sorry, I've just got to check something. Because... there we go. Now it's working. My stream deck wasn't working there for a minute, but I fixed it. Right, my friends. Ball back with Raya. I will sync up a 1 minute for everybody. Raya plays the ball out. Liverpool press comes on with Gravenberch. Nearly wins it back. Again, it's back with David Raya, who puts his boot through. It's not a great clearance, but it's into midfield where Conor Bradley wins a sliding challenge. Arsenal player heads it out. Liverpool throw-in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. See, look, Bradley looks like he could do with the beard and balls bundle there. His L beard's coming in. He could do with a little trim. Connor probably knows he can get 15% off and free shipping. I'd say we could even push the boat out a little bit there for Bradley and give him 20% off if he needed something. That's how much we rate Connor Bradley. Right, we're coming up to 1 minute 30, so I will sync up at that. I think my clock's about 2 seconds slow. So 1 minute 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. We already have an Arsenal player down on the ground playing silly beggars. Challenge with Bradley went up and there was a hand to the face, but come on now, Marino, get up. He's holding the bottom of his back as well. I mean, get up. Why do they allow Gary Neville to do Liverpool games? I know, it's terrible. This is the same Neville who wanted Arsenal to win the season so badly all season and was just talking over and over, making them the favourites. Even when we were ahead in the title race, still shouting on about them. But I don't have to listen to him because, of course, I watch the games on mute. But you, ladies and gentlemen, have to listen to him. Mark was saying there was a mixed reception for Trent. Some boos, some claps. Right, anyway, Arsenal free kick. In the usual position, Liverpool don't defend well. And Saka pulls it wide. Was the flag up or not? I don't think so. Doesn't look like the flag was up. And Liverpool, Saka comes in. He was miles onside. Miles on. Oh my God, that could have been and should have been 1-0 Arsenal. Every time we get a free kick conceded in that position, we give up a chance. And that could and should have been 1-0 to Arsenal, but thankfully Saka doesn't have his shooting boots on and drags it wide. And again, a set piece. Diaz wins the ball centre of the park. He's challenged and loses it. Odegaard now for Arsenal into the left channel. Martinelli up against Bradley. Gravenberch goes across to help him out. Ball back to Trossard. Unnamed male 29 from Arne. Left side. Lewis Skelly. Back to unnamed male. Liverpool just about clearing it. Go on, Diaz. Go on. Well done, Lucho. Surely he didn't just do that to William Saliba, the world's best defender. Surely William Saliba didn't just give the ball away silly there. Sure, that doesn't happen with him. Right, come on, Robbo. Take the throw in, fella. Come on. And we've given it away. Trossard on the break down the right-hand channel. Szoboszlai challenging but loses out. Trossard still has possession to Odegaard. Unnamed male. Out left side to Martinelli. Goal kick. Goal kick. Lads, tell me that Arteta and the guy that owns PSG, the chairman, aren't carved out of each other. They remind me of each other so much. Is it Mr. Al Khalifa, the guy that owns PSG, or that's the chairman? Him and Arteta just look so similar to me. Robbo. On the attack left side. Gives it to Cody. Gakpo. Cuts back onto his right foot. Needs a bit of support though. Somebody show from lads. Gives it back to Curtis Jones. Jones inside to Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Robbo. Robbo across the front of goal, where Lewis Skelly defends it well, to be fair to him, and it's back with Raya. It looks like they're going to sell Martinelli in the summer, according to a load of reports. Where do we think he ends up? He's still only, 23, 24, Gabriel Martinelli? Christine said, we don't listen to Devilled, we listen to you. Thank you, Christine. Well, he doesn't have my dulcet Irish tones, Mr. Neville, does he? So, again, good football by Liverpool into the left channel. Jones plays the ball across to Mo. Mo now. Diaz saves. Oh, it should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. Great save by Raya. Great football by Liverpool. Salah squared it. And Diaz should have scored. Gakpo now. His ball in, or attempted ball in, his block. Good save that from David Raya. But nice football from the Reds. Jay's Mighty Red said, missed the start, we get the Guard of Honour. We did, to be fair, mate, we did. Fair play to Arsenal for doing it as well. That was a beautiful bit of football from Liverpool, though. Spread out to Salah, right-hand side. Diaz coming in, he lays it to him. As you said, doesn't need to take the touch. He shouldn't have taken the touch, Diaz. He should have just hit it first time. So both sides now missing one very good chance in the game. You would have to say, though, Saka's was a more difficult one to Diaz. Diaz should have buried that. One of the few good things of being an overseas supporter is I never have to worry about Neville ruining my experience. Yes, Marty, you're fortunate in that regard, mate. I just don't get it. Like, stick anybody else on comms, but why Neville for every Liverpool game? It's just, yeah, it doesn't sit well. But as you mentioned, at least the overseas Reds don't have to listen to him unless he's on NBC or whatever it is. Or CB, I don't know, what is it? NBCSN? I can never, too many letters. What was this? Somebody said Skelly didn't clap. Look, there's always one. There's always a Bernardo Silva. But either way, look, the fact that they did it, genuinely, I do appreciate the sporting gesture. NBC John Champion. Oh, nice. Nice. I like John Champion. I think he's a good commentator, to be fair. Raya goes out left side. Arsenal then through the centre to Odegaard. Unnamed male challenged by Dom. Referee says foul. He only does studio work when he's over in America. Ah, interesting. 10.5 minutes on the clock, still scoreless, although both sides have had good goal scoring opportunities. Martinelli for Arsenal now, wide left. Unnamed male. Odegaard. Saka. the Reds have a chance to transition now. Soboslai into the left channel to Gakpo. Cody, go on, stand them up. Too slow, Cody. Too slow, and then loses possession. Got to do better than that, Cody. Joe said, has a club ever refused to give a guard of honour? You think that if they did, then they'd never expect one from others? I don't know, to be honest, Joe. I mean, it would be a really horrible, bitter thing to do if you didn't do it, to be fair. But I can't say, in all honesty. I'm sure it's happened, but look, put it this way. If these roles were reversed and Liverpool didn't do it, I'd be really annoyed about it. I think it's an important aspect of sport that you do show that sportsmanship when you lose to a better side or even over the course of a league title. But they did do it. So, as I mentioned, fair play. Trossard. So, yeah, where do we think Martinelli's going to go to and how much? Because he seems to have a lot of good attributes. Finishing ain't one of them with Martinelli, but I remember Kloppo seemed to really, really like him, and he was linked to us a fair bit back in the day. Arsenal had more possession so far in this game. 59% of it, according to Sky, down to 41 to Liverpool. Saka. Saliba. Martinelli. Good challenge. Good challenge. Liverpool now in possession with Salah. He's brought down. Free kick referee. Kiwior brings down Moat. Free kick Liverpool. Alex Hardy said, Arteta's toxic attitude with Arsenal will be the undoing of Lewis Skelly. He's already got a horrendous attitude. In for a serious humbling at some stage. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but one day. Right, free kick to Liverpool, which Ibu gets on with quickly. To Gravenberch. Allison. Almost 14 minutes on the clock. Jones gives it away in their own penalty area. Lads, this is Keystone Cop shit, honestly. What are we at? Free kick to Liverpool. No, he says get up. We do. Curtis Jones did his best there to give Arsenal a goal, but thankfully Arsenal are made a mess of it. I'm going to try and use fair language. Arsenal made a mess of it, but Curtis Jones, I don't know what he is doing in that position. Just wake up. Honestly, cannot be doing that in your own penalty area. Allison plays it to Jones, and he turns back on himself and then loses it. Unnamed player challenges him, loses it. Shocking. Another free kick here to Arsenal in a similar position to the one where they had that good Saka chance earlier on. And no, I don't really watch GIA that much, to be honest. Jack? Right, Saka. At the back post. No, edge of the box this time. Keep an eye on him. He's going to do the same thing they tried last time. No, this time they put a cross in. Bradley heads it away. Finished clearance by Andy Robertson. Arsenal have an edge of the penalty area now with Saka. He floats one towards the back post. Headed back across, but Allison comes and claims it. Salah, right-hand channel. He's got an overlapping runner if he needs him. Plays it inside to Diaz, who again takes one touch too many. Unnamed man, 29, plays it out left side to Martinelli. No, excuse me, to Trossard. My apologies. Raya, 16 minutes 20 on the clock. Still scoreless at Anfield. Although, I don't know how. Both sides have had some very good opportunities. Robbo, Virgil, Gravenberg. Cuts back inside. Somebody show for him. Gives it back to Andy Robertson. Robbo to Virgil. Allison. Jesus Christ. Every single Arsenal player is trained to go down like they've been shot by a sniper with any contact. It's honestly, it's embarrassing how often they just fall to ground. And it's even more embarrassing that the referee just wants to give them all the free kicks. I don't know how Arsenal fans sit through a season of their football, honestly. Did they just train on how to fall down to get set pieces? I can only assume that that's the case. Work on how to get their bodies into positions that they can make it look like a foul so they can get a set piece and take all day to take it. Adam said Martinelli would be the type of player to get Forest to the Champions League level. But if he needs a Champions League team, he should join the best. I don't want him at Liverpool, to be fair. There's a lot I do like about Gabriel Martinelli, but his end product is something that I think it drives me mad. Robbo, Jones. Lovely ball into the channel. Oh, Cody, that's a shocking touch. Oh, what? Has Cody Gakpo not got pace or something? Because he was clean through on goal there, takes a horrendous touch and then makes a mess of it. But then he just scores anyway. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool. So I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's 1-0 to the Reds. Will you get over yourselves? Come on now. Give him a chance. 1-0. Gakpo. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Cody Gakpo, he said, don't worry, lads. I know I messed up a minute ago. Just gives the ball there, will you? And I'll stick it in the back of the net and we'll talk about it later. And that's exactly what he's done. It is the champions 1, Arsenal 0. Cody Gakpo with a header to make it 1-0. So lovely ball played over the top. And Gakpo was through on goal, but his touch put him into trouble. They then clear at Arsenal, and it's a Liverpool throw-in, which we take quickly. Robbo throws it. Ball's played in, and Gakpo's unmarked at the near post and heads it past David Raya. Assist from Robbo, bang, header, 1-0. Thank you very much. Now, Arsenal can do what they want, but they can't blame it on the sunlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Go on, Newlon. So it is Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0, 20 minutes gone at Anfield. Oh, Gravenberg, Diaz, 2-0, 2-0 to the champions. Whoop whoop, Luis Diaz. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0, 2 quick-fire goals. Put the Gunners to the sword. Luis Diaz with the assist from Szoboszlai. Well, that was a nice couple of minutes, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Arsenal players looked shocked. Very, very good layoff from Dominic Szoboszlai. Luis Diaz just wanted it more than the Arsenal defender. Got there before him, slid the ball into the net. And it is Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. To make sure everything's tickety-boo. Think he's onside on the initial run, Szoboszlai. And then obviously Diaz is sound. He's behind the defender. I think he's onside. Looking across the line, it looked like Szoboszlai was just about onside. But of course, VAR will have a look at it. Goal stands, work on the way, 2-0. And that was a beautiful bit of football from the Reds. A beautiful bit of football. Oh, lads. What a day. 2-0 up, 22 minutes in. The champions. This is true, Adam. This is true. It's so true, in fact, I'm going to leave it up there for a couple of minutes. Because you're right. The channel rules are, somebody does something silly, I give out to them, they score. That's the way we do things here at Anfield Agenda. And today's no different. Gakpo misses one, I moan at it, and then he scores a few seconds later. So, when you're right, dude. When you're right, you're right. Oh, it's such a perfect day. Unnamed male, 29. Strike from Arsenal, blocked. Liverpool now. I'm glad I spent it with you. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, such a perfect day. Jones. Oh, nearly 3-0. Oh, unlucky. Nearly 3-0. Jones turns on the edge of the box, hits it, first time shot. Oh, to tell you what, Raya makes the save. It's actually a great save. It's actually a great save from David Raya. Touches it around the post, keeps it from being 3-0. Campione, campione, ole, ole, ole. Schmungus drinking Arsenal tears tonight. Ah, mate, you don't drink them. That's not right. You use them as lube. Come on. Obviously, that's what I'll be doing with them anyway. Currently have the harvester out collecting all the rainwater tears, and I'll be using it later on for some party time? For some self-appreciation. Yes, let's go with that one. You don't blame on the sunshine. You don't blame on the moonlight. You don't blame on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Szoboszlai to Diaz. Oof. And by the way, I don't know if Gary Neville's mentioned this on comms, but we're doing this to the best team in Europe. So, I don't know what that makes us, but, the Reds putting the best team in Europe to the sword here. We could have won the league if the maths was different in another season. Liverpool Liverpool FC. Arsenal bottling a 2-horse race by finishing third. It's not out of the realms of possibility, Imagine. Arsenal's title race only happened in their fans' heads, to be honest. There was no race. Do you remember when we were talking about whether Chelsea would be battling us for the title? And to be fair to Chelsea's manager and fans, they weren't really having it. But at one point, they were in that mix as well. But, yeah. It's... Hopefully we keep this up, because this is what I wanted for this game. And I'm very happy with this first half so far. Gakpo. Still, he's brought down referee. It's got to be a booking. It's got to be unnamed male with an absolutely horrendous challenge. It's got to be a booking, surely, no? Or is he going to get off again? Right, free kick. Robbo over it. Manny said, on a day trip in Blackpool, the whole beach was looking at me when the goals went in. I've been in that position. Well, not that exact position because I didn't beat the Blackpool, but yeah, I know that feeling, mate. I've been in quiet places as well when Liverpool have scored and I've leapt up. Free kick comes to nothing, by the way, as Arsenal look to counter. So who are they going to blame now? I don't know. Mate, but it's not Arteta's fault. We know that much. Best team in the Champions League. What you saying? It's facts. Apparently, Jack. We can't argue with Mikel Arteta's alternative facts. Saka now. Diaz to Robbo. Robbo puts it out. Throw into Arsenal. Which they get on with quickly. Liverpool defend it well though. Robertson to Diaz. Too loose a touch to Lucho. Arsenal now Odegaard. Trossard. Cleared by Canade. Arsenal crying for a penalty here, of course. Wah, 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 wah. Wah. And very quickly that penalty appeal's waved away and we're back underway. Throw into Arsenal. Wah. This is just a great Sunday afternoon, lads, isn't it? By the way, folks, we are only 204 subscribers away from the next 1,000. So if you can, do me a huge favour. Take a second, hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. Saka's turned the defenders inside out. And then skies it. It's a good bit of play by Saka down this right-hand side. Cuts in between two Liverpool players. Gets a little bit lucky with a knock, but then just skies it, leaning back. Good chance, though. He's had a couple of good opportunities, Saka, so far in this game and hasn't been able to take one yet, thankfully. Of course, Arsenal fans crying about Robbo holding Saka. Yeah, but you forgot why. Hang on. Almost 3-0. Should have been 3-0. Flag eventually goes up, though, for offside. Yeah, so Arsenal fans complaining about it, but they forgot one thing. He was trying to help Saka. Robbo didn't want him getting to the ball too early and it going past him. So Robbo was just slowing him down to make sure that he got to the ball on time so he could miss. Do you know, if anything, they should be thanking Andy Robertson. He's like, slow your roll there, Bukayo. Slow your roll, mate. You know, you don't need to be there that early. So we just gave him a little slow down tug and then he missed it. So should be thanking him, really, because otherwise he'd have gotten there too early. But you're welcome, Arsenal fans. That's the spirit of giving, you know. Major Zero said, unconfirmed Al Hilal wants Diaz and Nunez for 140 million. Deal. It was Jones that took the quick throw in. Then to Robbo for Gakpo's goal. And then Gakpo heads it in. And that's all she wrote. Arne didn't even see the goal. Arne was turned around talking to somebody on the bench, and then he sees everybody celebrating. It's okay, Arne. Happens to the best of us. Gaz, how are you, my man? It's a great day, isn't it, mate? It's a great day so far. Still plenty of time in this game, though, but 31 minutes into it, it is the champions 2, the greatest team in Europe, the history of the world, 0. Cross in, again Van Dijk does well, heads it away to Cody Gakpo, who's already had his Gakpo moment today. Robbo clears it long. Sinead's upstairs doing homework. I told her the score. She sent me a voice note singing Don't Blame It on the Sunshine. Love that. Well played, Sinead. Well played, young lady. Boom. Blame it on the boogie. Right, Arsenal all the way back to Raya. Liverpool fans chanting best team in Europe, you're having a laugh. Like I said before, if you want to be factual about it, 3 English teams played Paris Saint-Germain in the knockout phases and Arsenal did the worst of the 3. That's the facts. Don't let the facts stand in the way there of Arsenal fans' delusion and their manager's delusion. We lost on penalties to them. Villa lost by 1 goal in an absolute ding-dong battle, and Arsenal lost home and away. But, don't let that get in the way, Mikel. And also Liverpool topped the league format, but there you go. Just let him keep saying whatever he needs to convince himself and his fans. It's like a politician playing to their base. Basically just the ones that still support and believe in them, that will take any old crap that they put out. Still doing the no-look tactics, said Nessie. Are you watching Zubamendi? Are you watching? I feel like Jim Bowen. This is what you could have had. This is what you could have won. Marino there with a snidey little foul on the world's greatest right back. And he goes into the book. Alisson. Out to Gakpo. Heads it inside to Robbo. What are you doing up there, Robbo? Gakpo was fouled. Unnamed male. Yeah, clipping at the ankles. Thought he'd get away with it as well. Salah. Go on, Mo. Keep battling. Keep battling. Lewis Skelly does his usual pirouette and fall on the ground trick. That's like his own custom little move, isn't it? Pirouette, fall on the ground. Pirouette, fall on the ground. Get yourself a little free kick. Off you go. Oh. Trent's warming up. Running up and down the sideline, getting used to it, training for the Madrid tactics when he's over there on the bench. Oof, unlucky. Arsenal almost played their way through, but Liverpool's defence stood firm, thankfully. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. Premier League champions leading by 2-0. Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo with the goals. It's alright, Gakpo. You've got space. Turn. The game's a bit too open, though, to be honest with you. You wouldn't be getting this end-to-end type of game if there was more on the line today. Saka now for Arsenal. He overhits a ball into the right channel, but it's kept in by Trossard. Again, he goes back to Odegaard. Unnamed male. Trossard. Again, there's no pressure on here from Liverpool. And Arsenal's attack breaks down. Diaz brings it away. Another foul by unnamed male. How many is that he's gotten away with? That's 4 I can think of so far he's gotten away with without a booking. Diaz got a nosebleed here. So obviously he's receiving a little bit of treatment. Player's gone out for a chat with Arne. A lot of the players using this as a chance to get some water. Obviously, it's a hot day today. Virgil over checking on Diaz. Referee there as well. As they're just trying to stop the blood running down Diaz's nose. Brando Gaming said, next season, what should be our objective for the season, or what should we focus on? Hope you have a great day. Well, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate your super chat, mate, and your support. Good question as well. I would say retaining the league's got to be goal number one, but for me, every season, one of the two big ones, and it's a great year. So if we can defend the Premier League title, well, that will absolutely just underline our credentials, won't it? But I do want us to go deeper in Europe next season. But honestly, right now, I take retaining the Premier League again, because I've now seen Liverpool win 2 league titles in my time watching football. And I'd love us to win it back-to-back, to put to bed any of the nonsense crap that others have tried to spout about Liverpool's title wins. They'd have nothing to say if we did it back-to-back. So for me, that or the Champions League, but probably the Prem. I say this though, but next season I'll probably change my mind again. I want it to be the Champions League, because I do like the idea of Arne getting himself a European Cup as well. Do you think Trent will be booed if he comes on? I did say earlier on, I think it depends on how the game is going. So probably not if it was like this. But again, I don't want to say what I think other fans will feel or not feel. Each individual person inside that stadium has their own opinion on the Trent situation. So each individual person, in my opinion, has the right to reflect that, whether they want to be respectful and applaud him, whether they want to do nothing, or whether they want to let it be known that they're unhappy. I honestly respect every opinion on it. Are the Partey boos about the allegations or something? Love you, brother. Hope you're well. I can't say why Partey is being booed by, or excuse me, why unnamed male is being booed by people inside the stadium. But a lot of people inside the game are very unhappy with how he continues to represent Arsenal, shall we say. And I know this from speaking to journalists about it as well. But, you know, we got to be very careful about these things. So that's why I'll just keep using what I'm using. But if he was playing for my club, I wouldn't be happy. Corpsey said morning from LA and happy Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day in this side of the Atlantic, my man, but yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in North America. I'm sure it's probably Canada as well, right? Same time. But yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mums watching. I hope you're all being spoiled rotten. Saka. Back to Odegaard. His strike is blocked by Virgil. Trossard. He's well defended. Kanade plays it to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo inside now. Ball played into the right channel to Mohamed Salah. Bit of space and he's got runners coming with him. Salah plays it across. Oh, again. Arsenal with some good last-ditch defending. Salah trying to get himself an assist. Squared it across the front of the 6-yard box, but there was some good defending from a couple of Arsenal players to block Diaz. Don't forget, my friends, we will be back live tonight at 9 o'clock for the late night agenda, where we'll be talking all things transfer related ahead of the summer. So don't miss it, because we have a lot to get through tonight. We'll have our match reaction and player ratings as well coming up today. Salah foul, free kick Liverpool. Gio said, what did Partey do? Not for me to say, mate. Not for me to say. Have a little Google. I'm not getting myself into any trouble. You know, I appreciate my livelihood. And I have enough. I've had enough legal letters over the years already to the channel, so I'm sticking and saying nothing. Just have a quick Google yourself. I'm not landing myself in any trouble. Right, free kick, wide right. Arsenal players lining up about 1.5 yards ahead of the 6-yard box. Champions of Europe, they'll never sing that. Right, let's see if we can work something from this. I'd pull it back edge of the box here. I don't know what that was from Salah, but it was horrendous. And it goes behind for a goal kick. We've got Salah, do. You know the rest, come on. Cork, are we going to be singing that live down in Cork when we come see you August the 8th? We've got Salah, do. Don't forget our second to last game of the season. Our next game is a Monday night game, so there'll be no Liverpool in action next weekend. Odegaard, he's dispossessed. Gakpo. Oof, Robbo. Well done, Ibu. Another foul. Another one. Another foul by Arsenal players. And it's Marina who's already on the yellow as well, so he's walking the tightrope here. Just about to hit the 45-minute mark. See what the ref adds on. There'll be a couple of minutes, I would imagine, for the attention Luis Diaz had to receive. Jones now. Diaz. I do hope we win our remaining games, by the way. It'd be nice to hit 91 points, wouldn't it? That would be... I didn't think at the start of the season, lads, we'd be talking about a potential 91-point season. Salah to Bradley. Offside flag eventually goes up. 3 minutes added on. I think it was the initial ball to Salah that had him in an offside position. 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. And it's 5-3 to Barca in El Clasico. That's what you're joining, Trent. Trophyless team. Arsenal spread it across left side. Out to Martinelli. Right, boys, come on, get across, give him cover. Yes, Connor Bradley. Again, putting himself between the ball and the opposition player and letting it run behind. Well done, Connor. Right, a couple of super chats to catch up on. The legend said, curious to know your thoughts on Lewis Skelly. A cracking player. I'm not going to begrudge the young lad's talent at all, mate. Questionable on the old attitude front, maybe. Certainly play acts a bit too much. But look, I'm not going to say anything other than he is a very, very good player. There's no denying that. And to have the swagger that he has at such a young age, it's look, I like players having a bit of swagger about them. And I don't look too much into the Guard of Honour thing. If he clapped or didn't clap, he stood there, and that's all that matters to me. But yeah, really good player. Any more news on Rodrigo, because he's not being used at all for Madrid today? We'll talk about it tonight, or I'll discuss it at halftime. Just give me a second and we'll see through the first half, and I promise you I'll give you a bit on Rodrigo. Arsenal into the left channel with Martinelli. Come on, boys, see out this half, nothing silly. Virgil then clears it. Look, it looks like he wants to leave Madrid, and Madrid are willing to sell him by the way things are being portrayed anyway. Too early for me to say whether we're seriously interested or not, although Matt Thielen did say that his camp approached Liverpool and that Liverpool are looking to do their due diligence on a possible deal. Diaz to Salah, but drags him a little bit wide. Salah pulls it back. Still Salah. And it'll be a corner. Gravenberch wondered, was he fouled? Referee said no. No penalty anyway. It will be a corner to Liverpool. Oh, it was disallowed in the Madrid game, so it's still 4-3. Offside was the decision in that one. 5 realistic signings for the summer. Kirkes, Huijsen, Frimpong, Alvarez. And I'm saying realistic because it looks like he has a release clause. It's too high though. And who else would I take? I don't know who for the attacking player. I'd say Mbeumo. Mbeumo would like as well as a backup attacking option. Canada got his head on the end of that one and it goes behind. Ref blows up. It is half-time at Anfield and the champions lead Europe's greatest by 2-0. So yes, 2-0 to Liverpool at half-time. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder. Today we are being brought to you with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Treat yourself this summer to the Beard and Balls bundle. You know you don't want it sweaty down there. You don't. Not when the summer's coming in. You want to be looking your best. So, check out the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra with a battery that lasts 90 minutes. Manscaped skin-safe technology. The brightest ever LED spotlight. And it's waterproof and splash-proof as well. Or the Beard Hedger Pro also comes as part of the Beard and Balls bundle. And you can have any set from manscaped.com with 15% off and free shipping over any orders of $49.95 with our code Anfield15. Use that at checkout. Your balls will thank you. Your beard will thank you. And I'll certainly thank you. Right. Barca just beat Madrid 4-3. So that's that one done. So yes, it's a great day this, isn't it? Madrid being humbled. United beaten. Spurs beaten. Arsenal getting beaten. It's all coming up Millhouse. So, how are we feeling at half-time? Let's take a look at some of the stats. Arsenal with more of the possession with 61%, but Liverpool with 6 shots, 4 on target. Arsenal 5 shots, none on target. Dangerous attacks in the game, 15 to Liverpool, but we've been ruthless. To Arsenal's, that has to be wrong. 40. That has to be wrong, Connor. I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no way Arsenal had 46 dangerous attacks and we had 16. But maybe they did, I don't know. Corners, 2 to the Reds, none to Arsenal. Total passes, 230 to Arsenal, 144 to Liverpool. 81% passing accuracy percentage for us, 87% for Arsenal. Neville crying in the corner. He's been particularly quiet, said Joseph. Again, I don't understand why on a day like today, when Liverpool fans want to celebrate and enjoy, that we get stuck having to listen to Gary Neville. It just, I don't know. Look, it sums everything up. I mentioned this the other day, but I went on to the Sky Sports app as soon as Mo won the Football Writers Association Award. Wasn't anywhere on the main page of the app. Loads of United stories, of course, but you had to go all the way into the Liverpool section just to see that Mo had been given that award. But that tells me all I need to know about Sky. What would be better, us getting to 91 or no other team getting to 70? I'm only concerned about us, Adam, so 91 points for us. Thank you very much. I said at the start of the season, for me, the goal for Arne was to beat the points tally from last season, and he did that, so I'm all good. What does the deserve to win meter say? Oh, Arsenal being robbed blind on the deserve to win meter. You know, the 10,000 simulations of the game, they all said Arsenal should have been 6-0 up. Wait for Arteta to blame the Guard of Honour for the loss. Yeah, players were distracted. They weren't able to get their heart into it. Oh well. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. Right, ladies and gentlemen, couple of things to ask, if that's okay. One, if you haven't subscribed, please do take a second, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate your support. We're trying to get towards 311,000 subscribers. And also, quick reminder, we've got 2 different shows coming up for you. This one, nope, not that one. That's not the one. This one, our last day of the season, title celebration party, the hot water, and our reunion show. You can get tickets priced at £20 to either of those shows with the QR code on the screen. What a couple of days that's going to be, lads. Honestly, I can't wait to get over to Liverpool just 2 weeks from today for that title celebration party. Pleasantly surprised that we're ahead, said Steve. Yes, so am I, mate. You know, in the opening minutes when Arsenal had that chance with Saka, I was thinking, no, lads, no, not today. Don't be messing up today. But so far, so good. 2-0 up. I'll take that. Inject this hate watch into my veins. Petulant fouls, missed chances. It's beautiful, said Jordan Hunnable. Thank you, Jordan. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Ivor said, all right, Craig, we're due a 7, don't you think? No, sir. Come on. Let's not be getting carried away. But yeah, be lovely, wouldn't it? I'm just happy we're winning. Genuinely, I just wanted us to win this game. Don't really mind what the score is as long as we win it. And yeah, just remind Arsenal why they're second best. We still have Mackett to come on, said Steve. Joshua Dettering said unnamed male should be booked. I agree. He's had 4 fouls that I can remember. And also, Marino's walking a tightrope because he's on a booking and he's had a foul or 2 since as well. We're just looking at this goal from Gakpo and the build-up to it where he was through and made a mess of the chance. But then I gave out to him, and the obvious thing that happened next was Liverpool scored and it was Gakpo. So yeah, as I mentioned, it is the rule here on the channel. I give out to somebody for something, then they go and score. So who do you want me to give out to next? Adam said, I always consider Newcastle one of our hardest opponents. Arsenal and Manchester City haven't had as good a record against us. Yeah, I hate playing Newcastle. I really do, especially away from home. They're very, very difficult with that St. James's Park crowd behind them and the bit between their teeth. They're a good team. Kaz said, Craig, I'm looking forward to Arteta's press conference afterwards. I wonder what he'll say. He's probably in there now, you know, putting something into AI to come up with some type of AI, please search for one stat that Arsenal are ahead of Liverpool in, and he'll use that then. Thoughts on the Forest owner coming onto the pitch to moan at Nuno for not beating Leicester? Personally, I think it's disrespectful for what Nuno has done. Absolutely. It's shocking. He's a classless man and he's got form for it. So, yeah, it's terrible. You know, he shouldn't be anywhere near the pitch. If he has something to say to the manager, say it afterwards in privacy in the manager's office or something. But ultimately, tough. You know, I'm sure Nuno wanted to win that game. I'm sure Forest fans want to win the game. But coming on and moaning at the manager for what he's done for Forest this season says everything you need to say about Marinakis, really, doesn't it? Arteta will get the light bulb out at half time. That's a good shout. Forgot about the light bulb. Hopefully Liverpool have turned off all the sockets so we can't turn the light bulb on. Still can't believe we actually did that. In all honesty, it's nuts. What's your overall performance on Maka this season? He's been brilliant. You know, if you look at the season in two halves, first half was probably dominated by Ryan Gravenberch and Mohamed Salah. Second half, then Maka has really shone. It's been a great season, a brilliant one, and just some really important moments for Maka as well, where he stood up to be counted. This is probably the first time I've seen something very similar to slot football at Feyenoord over an entire half. Was quality to watch at times. But we have given up a lot of chances as well, Adam. It's definitely been an entertaining first half, and like yourself, mate, I've enjoyed it. But we've given up some chances as well. Give out to Salah twice, please. Yes, we need Mo to grab an assist at the very least in here. There are records for the great man to be beaten. Does the deserve to winner meter say Arsenal should be 6-0 up now? Probably 7, to be frank. Probably 7. And they charge for that as well, I think. I think it's £2 or something for that. Something silly like that. Suleiman said, my TV went off for 2 minutes and I missed both goals. Oh, dude, I feel for you. That's shocking. I had a bit of a nervy time today. There was a Wi-Fi outage or a broadband outage in a lot of places in Ireland till like midday today. And was very nervous that we weren't going to see the game. I wasn't going to be able to do the watch along or anything, but thankfully it came back on. It was the planned outage that they never thought to tell anybody about, so yay. Curran said it's actually scary how well we're playing. If we just had a striker, we'd be 4-0 up. Look, I will happily take 2-0 at half time, my friend. Leach said, I give you the best team in the Champions League. And do you know what the really weird part is, mate? He's standing over that. Like he's saying, yeah, we are. And he's standing over it. It's mad. But it is what it is. They don't have the balls to sack him. And I still stand over my comment. If we're all allowed to make comments and stand over them, my comment is that I think that he should have been sacked at the end of this season for failure yet again. Like, I mean, at what point does not winning anything bite him in the ass? What are the desires, the levels at Arsenal? Because you wouldn't last in another job. You wouldn't get away with that at other clubs for 5 years with the amount of money he's had backing him as well. Connor's getting so far up. Frimpong is made for this system. Absolutely loving watching us humble Arsenal, showing Zubamendi that he chose wrong. And yes, that was pretty much confirmed midweek as well, that he is going over there. We should be ashamed of ourselves for scoring against the mighty Lego head, said Patrick. She's inside now just putting together those Lego tears and playing the little Lego violin. I won't say what else I was thinking because it's a bit too 18s plus. I think he should get a lifetime contract, Connor saying, personally. We get too much entertainment out of him. Yep, look, as I keep saying, any other club, he wouldn't have lasted this long. Any club with real ambition. Chelsea would have fired him 2 seasons ago. Liverpool wouldn't keep him around this long without any silverware. I don't even think he'd last at United that long without silverware. But I do get the mitigating circumstances that he has improved the team, but I just think the brand of football he plays is too defensive, personally. And I just don't think he has that winning mentality. No matter how many light bulbs he plugs in. Do you think that Zubamendi has ended up at Arsenal because we actually didn't want him on the back of Gravenberch's season rather than rejecting us? Well, look, there's no denying we tried to sign him, mate. There's no denying we tried to sign him. And he said no last minute, and he's going to go to Arsenal. After that, I haven't got a clue. I don't know if Liverpool were still in the mix when Arsenal pursued him after that. I honestly couldn't say, but we are going to talk about links to a defensive midfielder actually tonight on the show, so tune in. Craig, may you please slam Salah twice so he can score twice, asking for a friend. Yeah, I feel bad though giving out to Mo. I don't want to give out to Mo. Look at him; he's too amazing. Um, so I'm gonna have to refrain from giving out to Mo. What can I? Maybe I can meet in the middle and he can grab an assist or something. So Walsall beat Chesterfield 2-0, by the way, in the League Two playoff semi-final first leg. I bet you Arteta definitely practices blue steel at home. Bet you he does. Couple of things I'd say I know for a fact that I don't know that Arteta definitely does. Practices blue steel, closes the fridge with his hips, winks at himself in the mirror when he walks past it. I don't know these things for a fact, but I absolutely know them. Arsenal style has been semi-Stoke, 2009, set pieces, long throws, and Mikel Pulis. 5 years without winning anything is mad. Yep, and Guilherme, to use their own rationale, mate, a COVID FA Cup doesn't count. You know? COVID Prem doesn't count, and a COVID FA Cup doesn't count, and that means Mikel Arteta's won absolutely nothing. But, you know, if that's what you're happy with as a fan. Should Ange be sacked even if he wins Spurs Europa? Yes. Yes, he should. I do think he should. I know it's difficult. Same as I said about Fark getting Leeds promoted and maybe getting the boot. Yes, I do think he should. I just don't think the way that he's setting his teams up, even with players back from injury, excuses 20 losses in a Premier League campaign. I do hope that they go on and win the Europa, of course. I don't want United winning it, but yeah, let's wait and see. It looks like journalists certainly believe he's getting the boot anyway. Right, ladies and gents, second half about to get underway. Again, quick thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped. A reminder that you can get yourself 15% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield15. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner. Second half, about to get underway. The Reds attacking the Cop end with a 2-0 lead. Curtis Jones about to get us underway. Right, and we're off. Second half underway. Isn't the Leeds manager staying now? Don't know. Don't know either way. I'm just addressing some of the rumours that he was going to be fired, but I haven't got a clue. I do hope that the teams coming up from the Championship, though, that at least one or two of them can maintain their Premier League status. Last 2 seasons now, we've seen the 3 promoted teams get relegated. Why not Isak to Liverpool? I don't think he's worth the money, and Newcastle are about to get Champions League football, Brando, so, you know, it'll be a hard thing for him to justify leaving if they're in the... Oh, Arsenal are in here. Oh, Liverpool have cleared their lines, living on the edge there. I think it was Bradley who was dispossessed in the right-back position. Arsenal get themselves to the byline, flash it across the front of goal, and Liverpool, thankfully, have enough bodies to clear. Right, Odegaard. Honestly, though, I do think if he stays, they're going to get relegated, Leeds. And I don't want Leeds to get relegated. Oh, that's a good ball in, 2-1. Arsenal pulled one back. Martinelli with a header. Unmarked. Shocking. 2-1. It's all too easy. There's nobody near him. So Odegaard picks up the ball, gives it out to Trossard. That's disgusting. Virgil and Kanate should be fucking ashamed of themselves. This is horrendous defending. I'm not sugarcoating it. Kanate and Virgil should be ashamed of that. That's pathetic. Both of them switch off. Martinelli gets a yard in behind them, 2 yards, and has an uncontested header. That is horrendous defending. That's lazy defending, lads. Honestly, it's just not. That's awful. You know, Martinelli unchallenged. Good header from him past Alisson, but Virgil and Ibu should be ashamed of that defending. So 2-1. Game on with just about 3 minutes gone in the second half. How can we... Look at what was in that box, right? You've got two Liverpool players, 6 foot plus, and Martinelli, and they let him walk in between the two of them, uncontested, into the 6-yard area where he flicks it past Alisson. That is absolutely... It's not even Sunday League defending, because a Sunday League player would have tracked that run. That's lazy defending, and it's not good enough. I don't care if we're at the last day of the season and we're winning the league by 50 points. Your job is your job, and that's just pathetic. Adam said, I agree, Craig. They both stand still, inches higher, and yeah, put the ball in, and they couldn't have even bothered. They didn't even bother chasing back or doing anything with it. They just stood there. Robbo was trying to cover 3 different people. Arsenal with another cross in here now. Bradley heads it back. Salah works back to keep it in play. Into Bradley. Back to Alisson, and Alisson goes long. It's like the Liverpool players have come out for the second half thinking this game is won. And Arteta's obviously got stuck into those Arsenal players at half-time, told them to go out there and prove a point. And we need to wake up quickly. I'm glad everybody else in the chat, by the way, is frustrated as me about the defending for that Arsenal goal, because it was awful. Don't want to be giving Arsenal any encouragement and giving them uncontested headers like that. Saka now. It's been all Arsenal to start of this second half. We haven't been able to get out yet. Arsenal again on the attack. Saka, wide right. Ball cleared by Virgil, but Saka keeps it in on the far side of the pitch. Odegaard. Lewis Skelly. Unnamed male. Odegaard. Still Saka. Still just going past Liverpool players like they're not there, and nobody putting in challenges. Wake up! Arsenal players just strolling in between Liverpool players, nobody really putting pressure on, or just turns one, then the other turns back inside out, and then look, the free man there as well, edge of the box. Wake up! Still Arsenal now in possession. We haven't gotten out of our half. Arne needs to start having a thinky think here about a change. Look at that again! Fucking... How are we giving Arsenal players 2 or 3 yards inside our penalty area with nobody near them? Salah now down the other end, waiting for support. Oh, he slips it too far in behind. Just fucking pull the trigger, Mo. I don't know why Mo didn't shoot there. I mean, he got himself in this position out of the box. Just pull the trigger. Hello, referee. He plays an advantage. Okay, we'll let that one go. Robbo now. Left side. He has a shot. Less said about that, the better. Just so much space for some of these Arsenal players in our penalty area. Raya now plays out to Odegaard, who again has a pocket of a load of space. Saka into the right channel. Back to Odegaard. Again, nobody within 10 yards of him. Liverpool win that though between the lines. Andy Robertson intercepts. Jones back to Robbo. Robbo fires in a low cross. Raya does well, comes and gathers it. I think it's Alexis McAllister time, Arne. Saka again given the ball. Right hand side for Arsenal. Oh, again, look at that. Ben White it was this time. Just strolls into the penalty area and gets a shot away. Defending ain't good enough here. Look, he just, again, runs in between Liverpool players who... Our defending is not good enough. Well done, Alisson, by the way. Gets down, keeps it out. Just so much space. Gravenberg to Robbo. His pass is intercepted. Wakey. We've won it back though. Curtis Jones now brings it away. Game slows down to a walking pace. Gravenberg. Again, Liverpool just walking around the pitch. Ball played central. Szoboszlai, a bit of space now to operate in for Jones. Jones goes out left side to Cody. Come on, Cody. Come on. Took too much out of it and he gets challenged. Wins the ball back though. Jones. I think Gakpo second guessed himself there. He almost thought it's too obvious if I turn inside. Ooh, strike from Szoboszlai from distance. Straight at Raya, but it's so strong he has to palm it and then catch it at the second attempt. I feel like Gakpo almost overcomplicated that. The space was there to cut onto his right foot, but he overthought it and tried to go around the outside. Ten minutes gone in the second half, nearly 11. It's Liverpool 2, Arsenal 1. Let's have a quick look at the Liverpool bench options, by the way. So it's Endo, Darwin, Maka, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Kelleher, Madrid's number 12, and Kwanzaa. So surely Maka gets a little bit of a look. Wouldn't say no to Watura, or Endo, excuse me. I can never say his name. Waturo. Or Wataro. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Endo getting a few minutes either. Lads, would you stop this nonsense trying to play it out around each other at the back line? Another lucky interception that went to a Liverpool player that could have easily went to an Arsenal player. With Kelleher being a good servant and moving on, do you think Slot should give him a few minutes before the season's over? I wouldn't say no to him. playing even the last game of the season at home to Palace. I guess managers probably won't do sentimentality, which is understandable. But yeah, I wouldn't say no to him getting even the second half one of the games or something, because he does deserve that acknowledgement. Still no real clear front runner there actually as to where Kelleher might be going. Arsenal now right side again. Well done, Robbo. Stuck at it. Clear your lines, fella. Gravenberch. Oh, again, for fuck's sake, lads. Giving it straight back to Arsenal. Odegaard to Ben White. He puts in a cross all the way through on the far side to Leandro Trossard. Back to Lewis Skelly. Kiwior. Saliba. Again, Arsenal keeping the ball. Liverpool shuffling side to side. As you're allowed to go and challenge him, you know. You don't have to just stand there and look at him. Bradley getting a booking for blocking off the... Who was it that went around him? It's Lewis Skelly, and to be fair, no complaints about that being a foul. Skelly tried to touch it past him, and then Bradley just blocks him off. I have no complaints about that, to be honest. We better defend this one well, though. So Bradley goes in the book with a yellow. Camera pans immediately to the Madrid snake. Liverpool players holding a line right across the 6-yard box, which is pretty much directly across from where this free kick's going to be taken by Trossard. Keep an eye on Odegaard here edge of the box as well. They go in low with it. Oof, and Alisson just about makes a save in the second attempt from Martinelli. Every feckin' time we have a free kick to defend, we give up a shot. And this time we're just lucky that Martinelli didn't put it either side of Alisson. Every fucking time we defend a free kick, we end up giving up a chance. It's just not good enough. Virgil and Canade need to wake up. Good ball from Gravenberch to Bradley. Back to Ibu. He goes long direct looking for Gakpo, but it's defended well. And headed back to Raya. Lewis Skelly now. Still, Arne, get the bench sorted, mate. Come on. If something doesn't change quickly, this game's only going one direction. And that's Arsenal scoring the next goal. Well done, Bradley. And referee, Bradley was fouled there in case you fucking didn't see, you blind twat. How is he not given a free kick? Bradley was fouled, but of course we don't get free kicks. Ball played into the right channel, looking for Salah, battling with Lewis Skelly. Oh, there he is on the fucking ground again. Every goddamn time that lad gets in, any tussle, he falls on the ground and gets a free kick. Every single goddamn time. bench is going across the bottom of the screen as well, mate, by the way, just for future reference. But it's Endo, Darwin, McAllister, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Kelleher, Madrid Head, and Kwanzaa. Can't understand why we've just parked the bus, said Tipsy Dipsy. It's more that we're dropping back and giving Arsenal the space ahead of us, and not being aggressive enough. Look at this. Just watch for 2 minutes and watch the amount of space Arsenal players are able to find between the lines. Oh, Martinelli's down looking for a penalty. Again, look at this. Nobody picking him up. Bradley gets a challenge in. Let's have a look at this. Bradley gets the ball. Great challenge. Well done, Conor Bradley. He gets the ball. Twingy McQuinge face can roll around all he wants, but he gets the ball. Again, though, too much space given to those Arsenal players. And thankfully, Bradley gets across to make the challenge that time. Oh, triple change happening. Madrid Head's coming on. So Darwin, Trent and Maka ready to come on. As this is just going to be a matter of time. Saliba nearly scores at the back post and we just about managed to get in the way of him and it lobs over the top of the net for a goal kick. Wake up! Look at it, we let them go short on the corner and just... Our defence is a shambles. Honestly. I don't care if we're winning the game and the league's won. Our defence is a fucking shambles. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Here come the changes now. Darwin coming on for Gakpo. Jones coming off as well. Maka be coming on. And Bradley coming off to be replaced by Trent. Well done, Connor. Again, that same fucking clown. Sky go back to the same one fucker in the stands that has the thanks Trent yoke, and Sky always immediately back to him. Let's ignore everybody else in there, but keep going back to the one man who has a thank you Trent banner. Yes, Sky, we very much see where your narrative is here. I didn't hear what reception he got there, by the way, when he came on, so I'm relying on you guys to tell me, but we know what Sky are trying to do anyway, to manipulate the situation. The state of it from Sky, honestly. You're not allowed to have an opinion, fans. We're going to tell you your opinion by zooming in on the same one man over and over again. Right, we are into the final quarter of the game now. Liverpool still with a slender 1-0 lead. Darwin immediately gives the ball away. I hope this group of substitutions at the very least injects a bit of life into this second half display, because we've been passengers in this second half. Martinelli to Lewis Skelly to unnamed male Trossard. The legend, who's an Arsenal fan, said a lot of boos for Trent. Understandable. Look, to be fair, mate, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody how to feel about Trent. I've tried to stay consistent all the way through. I'll always give my opinion, but I'll respect the opinion of other Liverpool fans who either want to boo, want to applaud, or want to stay silent. I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion on it. Oh, another ball clean through that thankfully Trent was tracking back with Martinelli, and it goes through to Alisson. Salah. Back to Trent. Gravenberg takes a heavy touch then and gives the ball away. This game looks like it's only going one direction. We better hurry the hell up and wake up. Saka. Odegaard. Oh, he's hit the post. And Arsenal, has the flag gone up or not? Goal. 2-2. Marino with a diving header. From an onside position, apparently. This is what we deserve for this second half performance, by the way. It's been a load of shite. Let's have a look at this. Our defending has been embarrassing. He's onside. He's onside. This is going to count. And once again, fucking Virgil and Canade should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. They just stand there, do nothing again. Alisson touches it onto the post, and Mikel Merino's first with the react, and our two centre-backs standing there with their hands in the air again. Absolute embarrassment from the pair of them. Goal stands 2-2, and it's no less than we deserve, because we've been dire in the second half. Virgil and Canade have been a fucking embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment, the way they've defended in this second half. It was Trent that was just about playing him onside. Putting feelings aside, he deserves a proper send-off. See, you haven't put feelings aside, though. You've just shoehorned in what feelings you want. Putting feelings aside, he deserves to be treated like any other player, right? Which is, your future isn't here, like Chiesa today, who isn't on the pitch. That would be my thought process. If we want to be consistent about it, don't put him in the squad. He shows his future to be elsewhere. What's the point in playing him? That's my take on it. But you said putting feelings aside and then go straight ahead to say why the feeling should be the way you think it should be. And you say form is temporary, class is permanent. Where is the class that he's shown? What class has he shown to the Liverpool fans? So again, I'm not telling you how to feel, but I'm also not having you tell everybody else how to feel. Feel however you want to feel. I'm more concerned that our defending has been shambolic in this second half, and we've been an embarrassment. That's more concerning to me, to be honest with you, than whatever Trent does. I'm more concerned that we've just walked our way into a 2-2 here from a 2-0 position. It's just not good enough. Defensively, it's embarrassing. And we can't say it wasn't coming. You know, I tried to call things as I see them, and in no way has this result not been coming in the second half. Arsenal have dominated the second half, and Liverpool have played like it means nothing in this second 45. It's. Uh, Mini Thai TV or Minity TV said we look like an entirely different team the second half. We came out and we just never got going in the second half. Arsenal came out with a bit between their teeth and showed some fight. We came out like the game was already won. And now we're 2-2 at home. We have to look at Trent out there on the pitch. And Arsenal fans are going to feel morally happier about the way this is going. The game is gone. And I'm fucking annoyed about it as a Liverpool fan. We've let them off the hook. Our defence, and I cannot say this enough, is being absolutely £380,000 a week. Virgil van Dijk. And both the goals, nowhere in sight. Canade stands there, both of them, their whole contribution to that was to put their hand in the air and pray that the offside flag bailed them out. They should be embarrassed at their defending, Canade and Virgil. They should apologise for the state of it after this. I don't care that leagues are won. I don't care. Standards are standards. And our defensive standards have been piss poor from minute one when Arsenal nearly scored with Saka from the free kick all the way to now. We've just given them space and walked around the pitch and played with no aggression and just allowed Arsenal to have space in a penalty area. And that's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Liverpool now on the attack. Diaz pulls it back across to Salah, who again tries a 1-2 when there's nobody there. Why is it always in the second half that we park the bus? I don't know, but it's pathetic. I'm really wound up by this. Gravenberg cuts inside onto his right foot, tries to pick out the far post but blasts it wide. Remember, Arsenal are the ones who had a game midweek. Our lads had the feet up on little mini breaks away. And we show up like this in the second half with a 2-goal lead. But look, if I'm being fair about this, the scoreline reflects the game. Arsenal deserve something from this because they've been all over us in the second 45. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I call it as I see it. First half, we played well, took our chances. Second half, we allowed Arsenal to come out and dominate the game. At home, in our gaff, as champions. Centre-backs strolling around like it's a Sunday walk in the park. This is an embarrassment, said Schmungus. Brian said, this passive shite is getting on my nerves. Yep, same. Khalil said Trent should be grateful to this booing crowd. If he thinks this is harsh, he's got another thing coming in Madrid upon his first bad performance. My take on this is I wouldn't have had him anywhere near the pitch of the squad because it's just going to bring down the atmosphere. Even if it's only a quarter of the stadium that are unhappy. What's the point? Like, do we think he's going to go out there and go into a crunching 50-50 tackle? Not a fucking hope when his future lies in Madrid. I don't understand why Arne has him in the squad. I just don't get. What's the upside of it? There isn't one. So I think, much like Chiesa, he should have remained at home. But either way, it's not his fault. It's 2-2. We've defended like absolute school children in the second half. Salah's been, and I hate to say this again, but horrendous, particularly in this second half. Every time he's had the ball, he's given it away or misplaced the pass or overran it. It's just been a performance that takes such a good gloss off the first 45. Diaz coming off now to be replaced by Jota. Right, 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Free kick here to Liverpool. Oh, Marino's getting sent off. Yep, second yellow, Marino's off. So Arsenal have to play the last 11 plus stoppage time, down to 10. Get off the pitch, you gimp! Who cares if he's hurt his knee? Just drag him off the pitch. 2 fouls, by the way, from Marino there. So whichever one you want, pick for the second yellow. So there's foul 1 on Darwin. Then he gets back up for foul number 2. So Marino's off. Arsenal down to 10 for the last 10 minutes. Scenes now when Trent steps up, buries this top corner. There he goes. Fucking Arteta mini me walking off the pitch now. Arteta's there going, look, no, not that light bulb. The screw-in one, mate. The screw-in one. So Trent over the free kick. It's in a great position for a right footer to strike. Right, free kick, about 20 yards out. So 10 minutes or 9 minutes now, plus stoppage time to go. Free kick, Trent over it. Puts it wide. Harvey Elliott getting ready to come on now. As Liverpool hopefully try to push for this late winner as Arsenal are down to 10. Right, Alisson rolls it out to Robbo, cuts in field. Canade. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Salah. Again, gives it away but wins it back this time. Then just turns straight into traffic. Move the ball quicker, lads. Robbo. Cross in, overhit by a fucking mile. Goes straight out of play. Right, Ryan Gravenberch coming off to be replaced by Elliott as Liverpool obviously look to push to try and wrestle back the lead. 7 minutes or so to go plus stoppage time. So Grafenberg off, Elliott on. Turquoise, welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras, my man. Did I miss a super chat? I think I did, you know. There you go, sorry. Red Skulls, champions of England no matter what the result. Yes, sir. Absolutely. But still, you know, you want to win. The competitor in you wants to win. But thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Right, Maka inside to Jota. Jota drags it wide. Had a few chances in the second half and in the latter part of the second half and dragged them all wide. This time Jota, left foot, tries to pick out the bottom corner, but it's 3 or 4 yards wide. Six minutes plus stoppage time to go. Throw into Liverpool on the near side. Trent throws it across to Virgil, centre of the park. Out to Robbo. Szoboszlai. Salah. Elliott. Mo, why? Just pass the ball, mate. Just pass the ball. Salah cuts inside again, takes too much out of the ball and gets shut down. Just move it. Pass it. Five minutes to go. Plus stoppage time. 2-2 as things stand. Liverpool raced into a 2-goal lead. Arsenal pegged us back in the second half. Deservedly pegged us back as well, you know. I'll be honest about it. Arsenal deserved something from this second half, and we've been horrendous. Canade heads the ball straight to an Arsenal player. Well done, Ibu. That pretty much sums up your defending today. Alisson out left side to Robbo. Darwin. He's offside. He's fucking offside. Yeah, just maybe a fucking hee-hawing his way around the pitch again. El Burro offside once again. It's not even hard. Like, it's a straight line across him, and he's so dumb that he can't even look across the line and read it. And yet that's what Arne wants to bring onto the pitch. Endo sitting there getting splinters on his arse, but fucking El Burro gets brought on for the last few minutes to hee-haw his way around the pitch. Offside again. He was fucking born offside. Szoboszlai given away in midfield. Arsenal have a back. Saka. Odegaard. Ball played through, looking for Calafiori. Alisson lets it go behind for a goal kick. Well done, Ali. Honestly, I can't even be bothered to talk about Núñez anymore. I'm more concerned about why Arne Slot thinks that he deserves even a second on the pitch. He's absolute horrendous. He's terrible. And he can't even look across a line. A simple ball out left side, and of course he's offside. I'm done with him. I'm fucking done with him. I don't want to even talk about him anymore. The sooner the better he's gone. Honestly. I don't understand. Arne even giving him the time of day out there on the pitch. What's the point? He's horrendous. He's not going to do anything. Was the vibe here today, let's ruin the good atmosphere by bringing on players who have no fucking futures? It doesn't even look like we have 11 players, said Suleiman. Mohammed said Arsenal played a tough game midweek. They've got more energy than us. It's just, mate, it's frustrating. Soboslai, his shot's blocked. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Hit it. Oh, he's missed a fucking sitter. Robbo. How can a professional footballer not be able to shoot? Every single time Andy Robertson gets a chance at goal, he manages to put it wide. This one is simple. Little side foot. Little side foot into the net and it's 3-2. He's a professional footballer. For the love of God. Will saying this is showing why the defensive line needs refreshing next season. Robbo should be fined every time he takes a shot. $5,000 every time Robbo wants to take a shot. Because I can't remember him putting one on target in the last 6 months. How do you not hit the target? Just about to go into stoppage time. For the love of God. Five minutes added on by the referee. 5 minutes. I tell you what, if there's one thing I want to take from this game, it's certainly that Arne needs to make sure that this defence is brushed up well over the summer, because we have not been anywhere near good enough defensively. Elliott now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Blasted over the bar from 11 yards. We're not even hitting the target. Look at this. 11 yards out, pro footballer, 2 yards of space, 3-4 yards over the bar. For God's sake. Not one of these lads that are apparently playing for the Liverpool careers are doing themselves any favours. Darwin's been terrible. Jota's been terrible. Elliott has just come on there and shown why Arne's not really putting trust in him, because he gets into a great spot and then just blasts it wide. Look, I'm sure this is going to make the manager's decisions in the summer a lot easier. You play the fucking ball to the keeper, you dope! Canada doing his best again there to get himself into trouble rather than playing the simple pass to the keeper. Elliott out to Salah. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say anymore. Salah looked like he was stuck in that, you know, that mode on FIFA where your players just jockeying like that. Looked like he was stuck on that for about 10 seconds and then just fell over and gave it away again. Let's be clear, regardless of our frustrations at our play today, we are the undisputed champions and that ain't changing. It is, but I wanted to beat Arsenal, Brian. I wanted to beat them and we put ourselves in the position to do it. And we've done everything to throw that away. Cross in, again, Arsenal defending it. But I do get your point. We are absolutely Premier League champions, but I wanted to win this game. Soboslai. Maka. Oh, fuck's sake. Darwin again. Give him the ball, and no sooner has he gotten it than he's given it away. I'm going to leave this one up, Brian, because I think it deserves to stay up, because it is right, but my own inner frustrations at the way this game has panned out are just getting the better of me. Oh, another chance missed. It's Diogo this time. Trent puts in a ball. Couldn't have asked for a better delivery. Jota can't quite reach it, and then Darwin thinks he's in a fucking water park or something. Look at this from Darwin. Look. Let's go to the slide. Whee! Oh, look, giving it straight to Odegaard. Fuck off. Odegaard almost makes it 3-2 Arsenal from us giving them the ball away. Again. This is fucking shocking. This transfer window cannot come soon enough. Corner to Liverpool, last ditch part of the game. Salah, as usual, little stuttle side to side and then run into the defender, and it goes behind. Oh, Darwin's loving life. His thing is fucking hilarious here. Naka with the corner. Ball in. Flags up against Robbo. Puts it in the net and the flag's up. Was a header saved by Raya. Robbo puts it in the net but the flag's up. Oh, I don't know, lads. This could be close. Is the back? I don't know. This might be close. I think he is just off, but I think maybe the back of one of the Arsenal players. Maybe Tierney, but I'm not sure. Great save by Raya, to be fair. I think it's been given as offside. Yeah, it's been given as offside. Or a free kick, actually. They've given Arsenal a free kick. And that's the final whistle. 2-2. Frustrating. It was a foul by Ibrahim Konate in the penalty area. So not only has Ibu made a mess of it at our end of the park, he's also decided he wants to make a mess of the chance to win the game at the other end of the park. So thank you, Konate, for another inept display at centre-back today. Finished Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2 in what is a frustrating end to the game. Liverpool went into a 2-goal lead and somehow capitulated to let Arsenal back 2-2. And it's frustrating. And Arne Slot needs to very clearly understand which players aren't good enough. Konate and Virgil have been horrific defensively today. Robbo's legs are gone. Don't know why he put Trent on the pitch, but I do know in the second half Arsenal deserved something from that game. And it finishes 2-2. And again, loads of questions for Arne Slot and loads of frustrations with Arne Slot, because how do you do that? sailing 2-0 up, everybody in great fucking mood, and then all of a sudden make changes, come out second half, look like we'd never met each other, and put in an inept display, defensively shambolic. Alvarez is a must in the summer, said Stevie Boy. Look, I have a lot to get off my chest in the match reaction, and you know me, I'm going to call it as I see it. I don't care if the league's won or not. You put that jersey on, you cross that white line, you're playing for Liverpool Football Club, and you have a duty to go out there and put in a proper performance. That wasn't good enough. We'll talk about it in the match reaction. Thank you to our sponsors as well. Manscaped, don't forget to check out the Beard and Balls bundle. Use the code ANFIELD15 at checkout to get yourself 15% off and free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping. The Beard and Balls bundle from Manscaped is a fantastic range of products featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 and the Beard Hedger, both of them with Manscaped skin-safe technology. And again, much love, my friends. We'll catch up with you for the match reaction. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds.